You got to start lineup.
All right, for those back at the radio station, about 10 seconds. This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatachee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you. High school seniors, make your plans to join us September the 26th for Fall Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Come see what all ICC has to offer you and your future from faculty members within the programs of your interest. Get free admission to the football game, and 2 lucky seniors will compete for a $1,000 scholarship during halftime. Registration is open now at iccms.edu/preview days. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Good afternoon and Roll Drive, ICC fans, and welcome to a beautiful day for football here in Fulton. As Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs, and Mr. Jim Ingram here in the pregame show. ICC and East Central getting together to tangle up in this one. And, well, guys, beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, one of those, it's been a challenging day for Mr. Ingram, for all in Mississippi, you know, and want to go ahead and send a shout out to and hope that everyone along the coastal area where Hurricane Francine, when it hit down there, that everyone in that area is okay, as well as it moved north in the state. Luckily here in Fulton, we've had a rainy day today and windy, but has not, you know, caused any power outages that I'm aware of, that is. I know it hasn't at the college here. And so we've been able to have a day here where we've been able to get ready to play football tonight. Classes resumed today, and, you know, everything was fine. You know, we had no issues with classes. Again, students being, you know, coming in, there was really no problems with the commute in because of the conditions just weren't quite as bad, thank goodness, as we thought could have been. And, you know, there again, as we say, they did a great job. I know tonight's game, Mr. Ingram worked on people yesterday having to get ready. Normally your game day people, you know, they're coming in there, you know, the field and all that kind of stuff are prepping hard on game day. They had to really go 24 hours, if not more, out in advance to get ready for tonight's game. And I can even think back to meetings, and Adam can say this too, where we had at the beginning of the week. And so a lot of prep. You know, even though there's not as many events tonight, we did have to move the All-American Heroes back. A lot of prep goes into a game like this, even when you have to cancel events like that.
No doubt about it. And, you know, the field looks good. We hadn't got too much rain today. Crowds beginning to come. Yes, it's going to rain off and on, a little bit of wind, but like I said, it could have been a lot worse. And the college made a great decision that we'll go ahead and play the game. You know, I like playing this game on Thursday night. We're 2-0. Hopefully we can find a way tonight. You know, I know Coach Macon wanted to play tonight. You know, we didn't want to move the game to another week, didn't want to move the game to Saturday. And selfishly, I'm glad we're not playing Saturday. I like playing on Thursday night. But the field looks pretty good. The crowd is beginning to come in. If you cannot be here tonight, we understand that. Listen to us, watch the game, and hopefully Indians find a way to get their third victory. By the way, We have not been 2-0 since 2016. I believe that's correct, Adam.
Correct. And
Like it.
haven't been 3-0 since 2013.
Wow.
And that's also the last time that we beat East Central. That was down in Decatur. 34-14 was that final. Guys, I remember that game, and guess what else it was doing that night?
Raining.
Coming a flood down in Decatur. So hopefully that's an early indication for how things will go tonight here. We're in the pregame show. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll step inside Coach's Corner, being brought to you by our friends over at Bank Okolona. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome to the pasta party.
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions,
Okay, now let's go and keep going, keep going.
sharing old stories. Homemade pasta
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
and an ice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
High school seniors, make your plans to join us September the 26th for Fall Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Come see what all ICC has to offer you and your future from faculty members within the programs of your interest. Get free admission to the football game, and 2 lucky seniors will compete for a $1,000 scholarship during halftime. Registration is open now at iccms.edu/preview days. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. And welcome back to the pregame show. We're going to step inside Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bank Okolona, and talk with Coach Travis Macon. And Coach Macon, 2-0 this season's got to feel good.
Oh, it feels great. I mean, we're excited about what's going on around here right now, so it feels really good to be 2-0 right now.
Well, 2-0, that's in the past. I know your focus is now this week, 1-0. East Central coming to town. Before we talk about East Central, let's look back at last week. Another heck of a defensive performance, gutsy performance out of your guys. Just talk about the game from last week.
The defense, they play lights out. It's something that we preach every day, and to see them go out and do it. This makes the second week they held the opponent under 200 yards, and I think total in rushing yards we only have like 50 yards. So those guys are playing lights out, and it's not 1 or 2 guys. I'll be here naming everybody on defense. So I'm proud of the whole defense, and we got to do the same thing this week.
We saw the offense come and put 10 points on the board, and with that type of defense, you think 10-17, you've got a pretty good chance of winning. But talk about the offense. Of course, traditionally it's a little bit slower coming than the defense, but the offense is making positive steps forward.
They are. We're able to run the ball. I mean, we're running the ball well. I mean, each week we're averaging 180 yards a game on the ground. So the biggest thing is we got to capitalize when we get inside the 20, and that's just something each week we're practicing. And like you said, it takes a while when you have a group that hadn't been together. So they're starting to gel. I mean, we're moving the ball up and down the field. I think on the touchdown that we did have, we drove the ball 82 yards. So, I mean, against a really good defense. So the biggest thing, just to continue to do what we do, but finish.
And then a really big part of the game last week, I thought, that kind of went unsung hero was Carson Langford. He did a really good job of flipping the field, had his back against the wall a couple of times with a couple of punts, but came up big. So, special teams, a lot of times is the difference in a football game, and those guys came up big for you as well.
They do. On Sundays, we spend a lot of time on special teams in meeting rooms as well as on the practice field. So we put guys on special teams that's going to take it seriously, So to see Carson do that, we're very happy and we're very proud of what he have done last year as well as this year. So he's a leader on the special teams.
All right, so let's focus on East Central. What do you know about those guys?
I know the head coach very well. He used to be my DB coach. I actually coached the D-line coach, and his DB coach was my GA. So I know that group very well, and one thing I know Coach Webster I'm going to do, he's going to have his team coached up. So, the little things I tell the guys this week, we got to pay attention to detail. So it's going to be a tough one, but if we do what we do, we're going to be okay.
What are some of the things they like to do on defense that might cause you some problems?
It's similar to what we do on defense because me and Coach Webster have been together so long. It's the same defense we ran when we was at Northwest. But they like to play a lot of 3 deep. They like to bring a lot of pressure. So we had to get ready to pick up all the stunts that they're going to do on offense. They like to get in what we call reduced splits. So it's all got to be eye discipline on the back end. So they make it hard that way, but we had a good week of practice. I think the guys are ready.
Well, a wild card that we don't typically have to deal with too often, hurricane blowing through. So just talk about your mindset on with the weather. Could be a sloppy track come Thursday night. So just what's your mindset as coaches to kind of prepare for that, even though other than turning the water hose on the field, you can't really do so.
We didn't wet the football. We did everything that we can do to get ready for this weather. Like you said, we really don't know what to expect. We're watching the radar, and we are going to get some rain, so we are preparing for the rain. And like I told the team, whether it rain or is it dry, we got a job to do, and we got to go out there and get it done.
Well, Coach, let's talk about your keys to victory. Once again, being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma. What's a couple of things it's going to take for the Indians to do to be able to move to 3-0 on the season?
On offense, we got to run the football. We got to continue to run the football, but we got to score. We got to score points and take care of the football. On defense, create turnovers and just continue to do what they're doing. Just keep playing lights out. And if both sides do that, we'll be home 3-0.
All right, Coach, and as always, I'd like to give you the open floor at the end to give some shout-outs and encourage some fans to come out and watch the football.
Yeah, I would like y'all to come on out. I know it's going to be wet, but we're going to still put on the show for you. And if you can't make it, please tune in to us live. And I look forward to seeing y'all at the end of the game, 1-0.
Well, Coach, good luck, and let's go get them.
All right, go try it.
We'll be back with more of the pregame show right after this.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the pregame show. We're about 15 minutes and 45 seconds away from that Guaranteed Bank opening kit here from Fulton. ICC and East Central tangling up tonight here on a rainy evening in Itawamba County. We just talked with Coach Macon about his thoughts tonight, and Dr. Boggs and Mr. Jim. I'll get your thoughts tonight. What's going to be your Bank Oklahoma keys to victory?
Well, obviously things change a little bit, Mr. Ingram, when you're dealing with a night like tonight. And you got it's been raining all day, and conditions, are going to be, here, rain there, going to be kind of sloppy a little bit, even though it's been a while since we've had a rain. But I'm going to go with 2 is kind of what I'm thinking on top of my head tonight. I want to say minimize turnover, no turnovers. Win the turnover battle is where I'm going with it. In other words, we want to take the ball away from them defensively if we can. We want to force them to turn the ball over to us, and then we want to play clean offense. Win that turnover battle and basically play clean offensive football if we possibly can in any way. It's tough on a night like this. The ball's going to be slick. I know Coach Macon had been working all week knowing that he was expecting rain tonight with wet footballs at practice. I know that's part of it. But tonight, win that turnover battle. Try to force them to turn the ball over on offense, and we keep the ball and go from there. The other one that I'm going to say is vital tonight, I'm going to go back to special teams. Yes, it's always vital in a game, Mr. Ingram. Tonight, clean punts if we have to punt, which I know potentially we will at some point. Those clean snaps where, again, we don't fumble, we don't drop the snap, anything like that. Clean kicks, clean special teams. We've got to have a strong special teams game tonight, in my opinion, tonight on the field. And those are my 2 keys that I'm going to go with.
Those are good keys, and I'm going to jump on the turnovers. I think turnovers are big tonight with it being wet and hopefully a well-played ball game by both people. But I'm going to jump on the offensive line, running the football tonight, control the clock, control the ball, field position. I want to see running hard, run at will. I hope we don't have to throw too much and just find a way to run the football, keep the possession, and keep running the football most of the night and find a way to win this ball game.
And those are your keys to victory, being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma, John Harrod, and all the fine folks out there at Bank Oklahoma, proud to sponsor ICC football here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM, as well as Let'sGoICCTV.com. We'll take a break, hear a few more words from our sponsors, and come back with more of the pregame show right after this here on the ICC Sports Network. This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatachie, Bank Oklahoma, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you. High school seniors, make your plans to join us September the 26th for Fall Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Come see what all ICC has to offer you and your future from faculty members within the programs of your interest. Get free admission to the football game, and 2 lucky seniors will compete for a $1,000 scholarship during halftime. Registration is open now at iccms.edu/preview days. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions,
Okay, now let's go and keep going.
sharing old stories. Homemade pasta
Enjoy! Cheers to us! We did it!
and an ice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the pregame show. We're just about 10 and a half minutes away from that Guaranteed Bank opening kick between ICC and East Central. We do want to welcome all those that are listening here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM and remind you they can join us every Tuesday at 1 o'clock for the ICC Hour. That's where we talk about sports and other things going on at the college. That's every Tuesday, 1 o'clock there on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hit record, get ready, because here comes everyone's favorite time of night. It's when Mr. Jim Ingram will tell us about tonight's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for your ICC Indians.
Thank you, Adam. It means a lot to me. Starting tonight on the offense, quarterback Ty Davis, running back Jalen Foster. 3 wide receivers tonight, Jaden Turnipseed, Zay Davis, Tyron Mosley. Tight ends, Ethan Miner. Your offensive line, starting offensive tackle, Amar Harper. Number 52, Nate Shaw. Offensive guard, Terry Claiborne, Christian Velasquez. And center is Brady Phillips. For your defense tonight, starting at defensive end, Jaden Walker. Nose tackle, Tony Lucius. Other tackle, Jamarian Scott. Your Mike linebacker, Jaden Thompson. Your bandit linebacker, Jordan Johnson. Your will linebacker, Oral Gray, who's leading the team in tackles. Your nickel linebacker, Xavier Dilworth. Your secondaries, cornerback, Zach Pratt, Alex Dawkins. And your free safety is Dylan Rousey. And your special teams, who've played well so far, Brad, hope they continue to do it tonight in the bad weather. Your kick returner is Trey Gunn. Your punt returner is Damian Thompson. Your punters, Carson Langford. And your place kicker is Eli Burciaga.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups, ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, and Coach Macon and crew hopes they got that same winning combination put together tonight here against East Central. We're going to take one more time out and roll back as we're about 8.5 minutes away from that Guaranteed Bank opening kick here between the Indians of ICC and the Warriors of East Central. Back with more right after this.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, yeah, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue the countdown to that Guaranteed Bank opening kick between East Central and ICC here on a rainy evening here in Fulton, I guess you could say. As those watching on Let'sGoICCTV.com, you can see that the rain is coming down, but hey, let's just say this. Thank goodness it wasn't the original forecast that it was, guys, because the good Lord smiled down on us and took some of that bad weather away. Of course, we know there was some bad weather throughout the state. So hopefully no injuries, no other things going on with that. So our thoughts and prayers out to those that was affected by the weather for sure. And, guys, we're just about 5.5 minutes away from kickoff here. I know we've already talked about our keys to victory, but let's just talk about the elephant in the room, if you will, now, the rain. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a big factor in the game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. And it's, yes, the rain has picked up again, of course, and that's what we've seen all day here, Mr. Ingram, in Fulton is – we go through periods of rain where it comes down hard, and I know that's that the wrapping around effect there, and I know you probably didn't think that I knew that, but
I'm impressed.
I do watch the weather.
I'm really impressed.
And that's what's coming up is we've kind of got those periods of rain that are setting in, and right now is one of those. And of course, sometimes the wind will blow harder than others, but we'll see how it goes. The thing is, it's not just going to affect ICC; it's going to affect East Central. It affects both teams equally. Tonight, they're both going to battle the same conditions. So we're both out here on the same field here, battling the same conditions. I do want to say, kudos, and I appreciate wholeheartedly. And I'd kind of asked, and Coach Nichols wanted to bring the cheerleaders out tonight, and he did. And it's just kind of been one of those nights where ICC, we didn't want to get too many people, get as far as wet out here when they didn't need to be, and if we had to move people out, which we don't, luckily, in a hurry. But Coach Nichols was adamant to get his cheerleaders out here. They're out there right now in the rain waiting on the team. They want to lead them out on the field. They want to be here to cheer them on and to victory tonight. And so I appreciate him and what he's done to get his cheerleaders ready to come tonight. They won't be able to do some of the big stunts like normal, but they will be able to cheer. And I know, Adam, we got, I think, the national anthem here.
Yeah, we're going to step away and be back with more right after this. This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Mantachie, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you. High school seniors, make your plans to join us September the 26th for Fall Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Come see what all ICC has to offer you and your future from faculty members within the programs of your interest. Get free admission to the football game, and 2 lucky seniors will compete for a $1,000 scholarship during halftime. Registration is open now at iccms.edu/preview days. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just about 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from that Guaranteed Bank opening kick here between Itawamba and East Central. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs, and Mr. Jim Ingram on hand. You've got Raphael Henry running the camera for us. You've got Cal Brown, Coach Hayslip, and Coach Lane updating stats. You can keep up with live stats on letsgoicc.com. And then we also got Casey Smith, our newest member of the team, and she's getting broken in a big way tonight as she is on the sideline taking photos for ICCimages.com. I do want to say, however, I did give her the option of not taking photos tonight, and she looked at me like I was crazy. But so kudos to Casey, battling the weather down there as well. So we're getting ready for that coin toss, guys. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit more here. We were just talking about the weather becoming a big factor in this one as we will see who won the toss. Looks like East Central won the toss. They will decline, and ICC will receive to start things here. So, guys, final thoughts before we kick this one off.
I'm going to give Brad credit. He's on the money tonight. Special teams, especially with this wind, this rain, the kicking game. And let's be honest, we won the first 2 games by great defense and special teams. Our kicking game was solid the first 2 games. We need it again tonight to find a way. Kicking game's got to be solid again.
Yeah, I agree, Mr. Ingram, and I'm excited about tonight. I know I talked to Coach Macon before the game briefly, and he felt good, had a good feeling about the team coming in with the energy and all that, and we're seeing that now as they run out on the field, Adam. So, again, yes, we do have fans here, and they're in the stadium, and they're here to support the Indians tonight in a bad weather situation, as far as rainy that is. So glad to be here.
Absolutely. See WTVA, WCBI also on hand tonight to shoot highlights. You can see those at 9 and 10 later this evening. Talked with Jason over at WTVA and John all week, and they were like, man, let us know if anything changes. If not, we're ready to come out and shoot some highlights, so we appreciate them. And also want to give a shout out to Craig Horton. He's been our MVP this week as he interviewed Coach Macon earlier today about the game tonight, and a really good interview there. If you missed it, you can go back and check out their podcast there. So we'll also link it as well. So, guys, just moments away from this Guaranteed Bank opening kick. Rain still falling here. Raphael doing the best he can to keep equipment dry, even though we moved him inside, thinking that would help. ICC breaking out the all-blue uniforms.
Yeah,
like it.
I do too.
It's been a while since we've seen this. Blue head to toe with white numerals. And my goodness, it's going to be fun trying to read the numbers of East Central tonight, as they've got the white jerseys and gold numbers, black helmets and black pants. And so good luck.
That should be illegal, gold numbers. Especially when you're old like me. There's no way you can see those.
Technically they are. So anyway, we're just moments away from this Guaranteed Bank opening kick here between ICC and East Central. East Central getting set to kick this one. ICC will be returning left to right on your radio dial. The kick is on its way, and it's going to be driving back, taken at the 6-yard line. ICC returns it right up the middle, slips by one, breaks off another tackle, and a nice return out near the 30-yard line there for the Indians, as that was number 7, Damian Thompson, who has done a great job this season returning kicks.
That's what I want to say. Damian Thompson has been so solid returning punts and kicks this year. Hadn't dropped anything. He finds the way to go north-south quickly.
Well, and there was a good wall set up there, too. The special teams unit did a good job of setting up a wall there and getting ICC good field position here for this opening drive here on the 30.
Ty Davis is the quarterback here for the Indians. Man in motion. And Davis wants to throw a quick out, and a nice screen set up, slips it outside, and a solid pickup of about 4 yards there on the first play. We'll see where they officially mark it. And they are going to say yes. It is going to be a gain of 4, as that was Turnipseed on the reception.
Brad, Turnipseed really hadn't played that much this year. Hadn't heard his name a lot. Got a good start tonight. Good job.
Yeah, and good way to pop out there and go ahead and throw the ball in these wet conditions, just to show East Central, hey, we can throw the ball a little bit. We've been practicing with these wet balls all week. We can do that.
Well, this time it is going to be a handoff to the long running back in the backfield. He bounces off one, able to stumble forward. We'll see where they officially mark the football. It looks like they are going to give him the 36. So it'll be a gain of 2 on the play. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 situation. 14 minutes to play here in the first quarter. No score between ICC and East Central here in the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, manageable 3rd down here, Mr. Ingram, with 4 yards. Be good to convert this here in this first drive.
So
changes.
ICC is going to make some adjustments after East Central showed blitz coming off the right side. Davis, your quarterback, out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Quick pass over the middle, tipped, and it's going to fall incomplete. And you imagine that's going to bring up a punting situation now here for the Indians.
Yeah, definitely a punting situation here, Mr. Ingram. The ball just kind of got a little loose from him right there.
A little loose, and it's good coverage. Give East Central some credit. They're the Warriors, is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you very much.
And so this will be Carson Langford back to attempt this Little Caesars punt. The first of the night here for the Indians. He had a good week last week, hoping to see he can have another good one here. Awaiting the snap. It's a little high, but he's able to go get it. Puts a nice foot into this one.
Fair catch.
Fair catch called for and taken at about the 34-yard line. We'll see where they officially mark it, and that's going to be the case there. Would be a 1st down here for East Central. So Indians move the ball, can't convert on 3rd down. Good punt, no return, and so it'll be 1st down and 10 now here for the Warriors.
Yeah, good job by Carson Langford. That was a little high snap. Again, it didn't take him off too much, but a little high snap, able to bring it down there, get a good punt off, and flip the field.
And as we said, once again, it's going to be difficult reading these numbers here tonight, as that appears to be number 2.
Landon Sims.
Sims is the quarterback. His first pass is complete, and it's going to be good for a gain of 12. Now they're going to give him 13, so that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Sims. So both these teams early on, guys, coming out throwing, not as if it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So it'll be another 1st down here. East Central with it. And this time there's a fumble, but somehow the ball bounced right back up into the hands. Did he drop it a second time?
They're saying ICC
And if they
saying
did,
yes.
they're going to say they've got
did
the
he
football.
really?
They're going to say he was down.
ICC saying he dropped it. But
And they say ICC football. Wow.
He dropped it
That is
right
amazing.
off
He dropped
the bat.
it twice.
Yeah, he dropped it right off the bat, and that's what we go back to on those keys to victory. And they're saying it's ICC ball, but again, controlling, again, making sure that we win that turnover battle, Mr. Ingram, and right there is the good start for the evening for ICC because now we're on the East Central 47, looks like.
Right. Jaden Walker got the recovery, defensive end.
Yeah, we just looked at the Little Caesar instant replay. Yeah, he dropped the football right before he hit the ground. So a good shot there by Raphael to see the play, and ICC gets it back. And it's going to be a handoff to the first man through.
Bounced
He's
out.
going to bounce it to the outside. That's Sultan weaving,
Excellent
diving
job.
forward,
Good
and
run.
that was a heck of a run there by Sultan.
Yeah, ran into a whole host of defensive. I mean, he had a gain there, Mr. Ingram, but hit that wall there, bounced out, saw that it was open, and was able to get an even better gain there. So now you're looking at 2nd and 4.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 4 after that gain of 6. Indians with the football, moving left to right on your radio dial. Movement by East Central, but they're able to get back. Indians looking to the sideline as Davis is your quarterback, gets the snap, bobbles it for a second, gives it to Sultan one more time, and Sultan's going to be close. And I think he's going to be about a half a yard shy of that 1st down, but another good carry by Sultan. Didn't hesitate, saw the hole, hit it hard, and picked up the solid yardage.
Yeah, good movement up front right there, Mr. Ingram, by the offensive line, and that did push it. It is going to be a 3rd, but a very manageable short one here. Well, they're
calling it
no,
first
they're
down
calling it
now.
first down.
Hey, we getting that Pearl River treatment tonight, boys.
Yeah. Move the chains. So there we go. So good job by ICC moving the chains for 1st down.
That 1st down being brought to you by Samstown Market and Mantachi. 1st down and 10. Davis, your quarterback, gets the snap. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, this time they're going to throw it over the middle. It's caught.
Touchdown.
And that's going to be a touchdown.
Ran a slant pattern over there,
Beautiful.
and that is Chris Reed. Ran a slant pattern, got behind the safety, Mr. Ingram. The safety was playing him there, but the safety missed the coverage there, got behind him, touchdown. It was basically a post pattern there.
Guess what? Last week we had a touchdown with Chris Reed. He overthrew him, if you remember, last week. Hit him tonight. Great play.
Great job right there by ICC and throwing the ball on a night like this for a long touchdown. Oh,
Yeah,
there
bad
goes the
snap there, and that's one thing we talked about, the weather becoming a factor. He's just going to throw this one up and just wisely bats that one down. So the extra point attempt is no good. 6-0 is your score, but the Indians strike first. We'll take a break and be back with more. ICC leads at 6-0 here over East Central. This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Mantachi, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you. Welcome back out of the timeout. Another proud sponsor of ICC Athletics is the ICC Baptist Student Union. ICC BSU meets Monday nights at 7:07. Love for all of the ICC students to come be a part of the ICC BSU. 37-yard touchdown pass to Chris Reed from Ty Davis. The snap was high on the extra point attempt, or excuse me, the PAT attempt. And now 6-0 is the score. 11:35 to go here in the first. It is another Guaranteed Bank kickoff. This one angled towards the sideline, hits and rolls, picks up at the 19, makes one man miss, and weaves his way forward after a minimum gain.
Flag down here.
And there is, as you mentioned, Brad, a flag down, so we'll see
Threw it
what
from
this
the Tom
is about.
Bigby back here. Good Lord. Good arm.
So we'll wait to see what the call is here. And, guys, that's something you got to be careful with, too, as well. You normally think that ball is going to roll out of bounds, but when it hit, it kind of hit and stuck.
It did, and we had a player with a helmet just popped
saw
off.
that.
And I don't know if that had anything to do with
That's what I'm wondering about the flag.
With the flag or not, but the player's helmet went about as far as that flag did.
Well, it looks like they're about to step it off on East Central.
That's what yeah, they are.
I wonder if somebody grabbed his helmet. We're getting ready to see. He
Face mask.
Yep. Face mask. Took it off. That's what happened.
We do apologize for not having the exterior mic tonight, as Mother Nature said we didn't need to use it. And so either way it goes, it's now going to mark it back a little bit after the face mask, and it's going to be spotted at the 12 or 13-yard line.
Inside their 15. So good opportunity here for the ICC defense to put a little pressure on here and possibly pin them back. And watch these turns again. Watch these turnovers. Like I say, these handoffs and things. They actually just moved them back a little further.
I mean, keep on marching them back.
Maybe back to the 11, Adam.
I like it.
3 wideouts just over here.
So East Central with it. They fumbled on their last possession. Handoff again this time right up the middle. And, boy, I tell you what, I see why he's averaging 6.2 a carry, as that was number 4, Ligon, on the carry. That kid can go.
Yeah, he's first in the MACCC in rushing yards, as you mentioned, Adam.
That time wrestled down from behind. That was Jaden Thompson coming up and making the play. No gain on the play, so it'll be a 3rd down and 3 situation now here for the Warriors.
Yeah, they were going quick. Let's see what they do here on 3rd down, Mr. Ingram.
So surveying the defense here. East Central in a possession down. Don't want to go 3 and out this quick again here, with the Indians lead at 6-0 after a 37-yard touchdown pass to Chris Reed. Play action, quarterback in trouble. Now it's being flushed out. It's going to throw this one and just throws it away. And as you said, Jim, a great job by that Indian defense.
Yeah, there was no receiver. I didn't even really see a receiver out that way. I could be wrong. Again, it could be mixed up with the other guys on the sideline over there, but I didn't really see a receiver there. But that's going to bring our guy back there.
Looks like this is going to be Thompson back to return, and Cox will step on for the Little Caesars punt here, and got to be careful. Don't want to get a bad snap in this situation. Gets a good one, and the Indians put some pressure.
A good punt right there.
Beautiful punt.
Yeah, great punt. Drops them all the way back near the 35-yard line. The Indians put some pressure, but elected to bail out on it at the last second, and so ICC will now have it 1st and 10. Brought to you by Samstown Market there in Manatachie. Ball at the 36. They lead at 6-0, 10:29 to go here in the first quarter.
I'm going to say that was Cox back there for East Central, but what a punt right there, especially as far deep as they were in these weather conditions. Great job to flip this back over. Good job there, too, by Thompson to field that and call a fair catch.
So 1st and 10 is the situation. Indians with 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Davis is your quarterback. Loads up to throw over the middle and
that's
just
Chris Reed.
In and out of the hands that time of Reed. It was a little bit behind him, but one of those you've got to reel those in.
You've got to pull that in. No doubt about it. It was a tough catch.
A lot of jawing going on back and forth between Reed and a couple of the East Central players, so got to just.
Well, they've got one. Well, now they're playing 2 deep back there, so you got to cover 2 really back there, Mr. Ingram.
There's movement. This is going to be a free play here. Loads up, goes downfield, and that could be another one. And it will be. So a pair of penalties coming up here on East Central.
I can't tell who's going to call that on.
So we'll see what that one's going to sort out here as the officials will talk this one over. And before we do that, I do want to give a quick shout-out to Mr. Joe Goforth back in Calhoun County, always watching the broadcast here and supporting the Indians, giving a roll drive. So appreciate Mr. Joe, longtime family friend there, watching this evening. Well, guys, as we said, it was a free play, so ICC had a chance to load that one up and throw downfield. They went for Tyron Mosley, but there was a lot of contact, and as you said, this is a 50-50 one here on who they're going to call the pass interference on.
Yeah, they took a little.
So offside penalty. So apparently it was pass interference on East Central. So the Indians catching a big-time break. I'm with you guys. That one, if they would have said pass interference on the offense, you couldn't have really argued it.
No.
He stuck that arm out, Mr. Ingram. I saw it. Mosley did there, and the guy went down. But, you know, again, it's a judgment call. And when it went the Indians' way, that gets us across the East Central 50.
So it'll be a 1st and 10, ball at the 49. Now the officials blowing the whistle here, trying to, I guess, get everything squared away. ICC leading at 6-0, 10:18 to go here in the first quarter. India's trying to build on that lead. Davis, your quarterback. And it's going to hand off to the only running back in the backfield. That's going to be number 21 for the Indians, Michael Allen, on the carry, and he's going to be forward for a gain of 3.
Yeah, I like it. Run the ball, pound it a little bit here. We've been able to connect on some passes here. Could have easily connected on one a while ago too in the previous possession here. So again, I like it. Work the run in a little bit here in this weather.
2nd down and 7 now for the Indians. Try to go with the quick snap. Didn't have anything, so now they're going to look to the sideline and reset the offense. 9:45 to go here in the first quarter. ICC leading 6-0. Davis dropping back to pass. Pressure. Hit as he throws. Lobs it up. Wow. And does he get his foot in? No, he doesn't. Did not as he goes out of bounds. As good pass, just a little bit too tall as he hung in there and took a pretty solid lick.
He kind of had to throw that one off his back foot, Mr. Ingram, because the pressure that was coming, Ty just kind of dropped back a little bit to avoid the pressure, and he was kind of on his back foot.
Possession down, guys. 3rd and 7. We got the ball at their 46-yard line. 9:32 left in the first quarter. ICC 6, East Central 0.
Indians with 3 receivers here on the near side. Davis out of the shotgun. In the backfield with him to his left is Allen. 1-on-1 coverage up top. And Davis throws over the middle and threw that one way too hard and intercepted that time. And ouch, number 9 for the Warriors. That was Jacoby Green, got absolutely tattooed by his own teammate as he went for diving for that interception, kind of hit him in the gut with a helmet, so hopefully he'll be okay. Injury timeout on the field. Let's take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back out of the timeout. 6-0 ICC with the lead. Interception by East Central. They've got the ball back now. And there's more whistles, and a timeout's going to be taken here by East Central. So we will keep it here as looked like they were getting ready to pass once again there. That interception was reeled in by number 11. That was Tate Collins for the Warriors. And so both teams with a turnover in the game so far, guys, and that was one of the things we were concerned about with the weather being the way it was. Turnovers could be a big factor on the evening.
Yeah, I mean, thus far, and I'm not saying it hasn't worked, Mr. Ingham, but ICC's thrown the ball a little more than I expected them to tonight.
No doubt.
Which, again, we need to establish the pass, but we've kind of thrown it a little more than I thought we would.
So this time out, we do want to remind you also the ICC Wesley Foundation, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics, along with who else is a happy sponsor of us? It's this Raising Cane's, that's what it was. I couldn't remember, but they're a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here as well. Bank Okolona. And so we're getting set to come back to action here. 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. ICC leads this one 6-0, 9:27 to go here in the first quarter. And it's going to be a pass out to the flats, and again, just getting that speed on the corner. My goodness, guys. That kid is quicker than Walt Flanagan's dog.
Yeah, I kind of got a little swing pass out there and got out in the flat with it. They're going to move the chains on that one.
Yeah.
But good job there by East Central to on that little swing pass out there.
New quarterback in the game here. They're saying number 9, but I don't have number 9 listed as a quarterback for
Ball
East
was
Central.
out.
Saying number 8.
Did we get
ball
the
was
ball?
out. You got it.
We got it. Fumble recovery.
Number 4, Carl Ligon with the carry for the Warriors.
And so it
Adam's
was.
not paying attention.
No, I was trying to figure out who the quarterback was. The new quarterback in the game is number 8. But ICC does get the fumble and the recovery there. Let's go back and see who was picked that up.
I know it's early. We're still in the first quarter. Win the turnover battle, and right now ICC's on top of that. We've had our own turnover. This is twice now for East Central on the handoff and the run that they've lost it.
And we played 6 minutes That's all we've played so far.
It is sloppy out there, now don't get me wrong.
That was Jalen Blakely with the recovery for the Indians. Now ICC back on the
Great
ground,
job.
handoff right up the middle, lowers his head and picks up some solid yardage.
Well, the gap that he was supposed to run in, the hole there, was not there. What he did was he had the vision. He saw he bounced it back to the outside, got a first down.
That was Jalen Foster on the carry. He gets it again here. Now tries to knife up the middle.
Excellent job.
And he was just doing a good job of holding on to the football. You saw East Central there. For those watching on Let'sGoICCTV.com, tried to strip the football away, quickly wrapped it up and held tight, only a gain of 1.
Well, what he did that I liked right there, Mr. Ingram, is he met him, but he kept those legs going. He was still churning. Now,
hard.
there again, he only got a yard or two out of it. Looks like a yard, but I liked that he kept those legs going right there. Good, solid contact right there made. So it's going to be a 2nd and 9 here, but we're on the East Central 37.
Davis, the quarterback, checks the play clock. He's got plenty of time. 2 receivers.
To
Make
contact.
That was smart. That was very smart by the nose guard that time for East Central. He jumped, knew he was offside, saw the ball was snapped, and just pushed the center to kill the play. And I'm really surprised more teams don't do that, because once you're caught in that neutral zone, once you make contact, the play is dead. So technically, smart play by East Central.
I agree with you, Adam, because that keeps the offense from having that free shot down the field, which – offsides like that, any offense is going to take that deep shot, because even if it's intercepted or whatever, then it's no harm, no foul there.
So they're going to move the ball up to the 32-yard line. Should be about 2nd down and 4 now here for the Indians. Same set, 2 receivers stacked on both sides of the football. New running back in the backfield.
Excellent.
And he gets it, bounces it to the outside, and gets it out to near the 30, as that was Sultan on the carry.
I believe it's 3rd and 1, guys. First quarter, clock running, 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. ICC 6, East Central 0.
And that's where ICC's we got a good set of backs. We got depth there, and we're running different ones in. As you saw, that's the 3rd back you've seen for ICC in the backfield run the ball tonight.
And so it will be a 3rd down and 1 situation here. Rain continuing to fall in Fulton. Davis, your quarterback. 2 receivers split on both sides of the football. In the backfield is Sultan, now switching from the right to the left of Davis. High snap, and Sultan's going to get it, but East Central read that one the whole way. And, guys, probably one that Davis should have held on to there, as that's going to be a big loss on the play.
Yeah, yes. Would have been good. Davis hung on to that one. You're right, because the East Central end out there, or outside linebacker, ate that one up and was crashing on that, Mr. Ingram. That forced ICC back. Look, it's a night like this. They're going to go for it right here.
Right.
The only thing I could think they do is maybe pooch punt it and try to get it down there and force them within the 5 or 10, but they're going to go for it or try to draw them off.
So it looks like we're going to call this a 4th down and 5 situation now. Davis back into the shotgun. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Gets the snap, drops back, plenty of time to throw. Goes to short route. Ate up nicely there by East Central as they were just waiting on that one. Read the play and stopped it, and that would be a turnover on downs by the Indians.
Yeah, they connected. Pass was made, pass caught there, but, again, just a little short.
Well, guys, they are wasting no time. Colin, they're already in the 2nd quarter, and they lead Hines 20-0. Wow.
Probably doing a lot of running the ball.
Yeah, that was 10:36 left in the 2nd quarter. And then it is Gulf Coast over Jones, 4:43 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 is the score there. Pearl River leading Southwest 11-45 also, 7-7 with 11:45 to go, as there's going to be a handoff and stacked up by the Indians. But a nice pickup there on 1st down by East Central.
Yeah, was it going to be a pickup of 4?
Yeah, pickup of 4 on the play, so it'll be a 2nd down and 6. And quickly back to the line there, squeezes through and looked like he's going to be stacked up in the line of scrimmage, but a great job that time by Henley.
Late flag, I'm going to say it's on East Central.
I believe.
And so we'll let them talk this one over here, as if that's the case, guys, there's already been 2 unfortunate penalties against East Central.
They're already marking it off.
Yeah, have already kind of come back and caught them early.
Yeah, they have kind of bit themselves in the foot, if you want to call it that, Mr. Ingham. I mean, they already know it. East Central's already walking back, and the officials hadn't even called it. I mean, apparently it was that obvious.
It's 3rd and 3. Looks like it's now going to be 3rd and 13, 18.
Unsportsmanlike, yep.
3rd and 18.
Now, and that's where ICC's got to remain cool, calm, and collected. Got to keep the 3 C's right there, and don't let them, ICC don't get dragged into that game or that style where they start having these penalties.
I got to write that down. Cool, calm, and collected.
3 C's.
3 C's.
I like it.
That is from the School of Boggs.
Got to be the 3 C's.
Cool, calm.
So it was after the play. So the down will stand. The personal foul penalty was on number 50. That's the center, and that's going to be his first of the game. So another one on him, or if something crazy happens, he will have to sit out the remainder of the contest. So 3rd down, and let's call it 18, maybe 20 in this situation. Obvious passing down here for the Warriors. Snap back's a good one. Plenty of time to throw. Now pressure. Quarterback's going to tuck and try to run.
They're holding.
Spinning around and tackled. And if that's holding, you imagine the Indians are probably going to decline it here.
Yeah, you're going to decline it. I mean, one school thought, take it and push them back even further. But this is going to produce a 4th and very long, and this is going to cause them to punt. So take the decline it.
And that is going to be the case. They are going to decline the penalty there. And it will bring up a Little Caesars punt here for the Warriors. So the defense living up to the billing as they have all season long, guys. They have been strong, and they are flexing their muscles here early on against East Central. 6-0 is the score. 5:29 to go in the first quarter. It'll be another Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Warriors.
Great, this is going. We'll be in the second quarter at 10 p.m.
I'm going to say, we thought it was going to be running the football, running the clock, and people coming out throwing the ball,
faking it.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're going to get it. What a call there by East Central. My goodness, guys.
Give them credit.
And that was not a just decide to get it and run. That was a fake call from the get-go.
Yeah, he took it. I mean, that was not, you're right, Adam, that was not a bad snap, anything like that. That was a call from the get-go. And gutsy call there by East Central, especially far back as they were.
4th and about, 13? And they faked it? Give them credit.
So the Warriors will move the ball on the positive side of the 50, make it the 47 as a matter of fact, where it will be a first down being brought to you by Sam's Town Market there in Manatee. You know what? I'm glad it's the weekend because that means I can go spend a little money with Sam and buy some food to throw on the grill this weekend.
There you go. Sounds good.
So 1st and 10. 2 receivers on both sides of the football, running back in the backfield. Now we'll sprint out. New quarterback in the game for East Central as he's going to try to run. And the ball tipped in and out of the hands of the East Central receiver there as the new quarterback in the game is Cedric Moore.
That's Landon Sims back. He started the game.
Well, what he did right there when he was rolling out, you had Dunn out there as a defensive back on the edge there, and that pulled Dunn was going for the quarterback right there on Sims, took him, stepped up. That opened up who he was covering. He threw it to him, it just missed it.
So now 2nd down and 10. Handoff to the long running back in the backfield, and he is tattooed.
Yeah, had a little opening right there, and then he got tattooed, as you mentioned. That's going to bring up a 3rd.
50's got to be careful. He continued well beyond after the play, and he's already got 1 personal foul penalty on him. And the officials doing him a favor there by not throwing the one on him that one. So a gain of 4, 3rd down and 6. 4 minutes ago here in the first quarter. ICC leading East Central 6-0. Sims goes to safety route, and he heard footsteps, and he's from the School of Gore, and he didn't want to lose his breath and get tattooed.
Was that a late hit? Surely not.
Another flag now.
It is against us.
So the Indians bail out East Central there, so this will be a first down after the late hit there. So a tough break there against the Indians. Came up with the stop after the drop, but the penalty will keep the drive alive here for East Central.
That hurts.
And now we've got a player cramping up for the Indians here, so it'll be an injury timeout on the field. Let's take the quick timeout and be back with more. ICC leads at 6-0, 3:53 to go here in the first. This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, as that was Tony Lucius shaking up on the play there for the Indians. Looked like he was just cramping, able to run off on his own power. 6-0 is the score. East Central, though, threatening. Sims loads up, throws, and is intercepted.
Good job.
Couldn't see Zach Pratt over there, that defensive back. Good job of reading the quarterback.
He read it all the way.
So a big play there as Pratt steps in front of that one and was able to reel that one in. Zach, a sophomore out of Tupelo. Coach Ty Harden watching, knowing he's proud of that former Golden Wave coming in and making the big play there. So ICC records their third turnover of the night. They lead it 6-0. If you notice it's a little dark on that side of the field, well, that's because some lights are out.
Didn't notice.
And so it'll be ICC football. Davis the quarterback, 2 receivers on the far side, 3 here on the near side. Now a man goes in motion. Davis goes to the man in motion, trying to get the screen, and somehow dips, ducks, dodges, and gets by.
Out of bounds.
And it looked like they also kind of inadvertently grabbed the face mask on that. But the simple fact we got positive yardage out of that was quite amazing, folks.
Got about 5 yards, Adam. Good catch and run.
And so it'll be a ball moved out to the 12 now.
Only gave him 2 yards.
Like 5 better.
Brad, I think it's a bad spot. I'm upset about this.
I'm just glad we got positive yardage.
I can't do anything about it. I think the referee might have made a mistake.
Second down and 8
first
now.
One of the night.
Oh, and ouch.
Woo.
Ouch. That was Carson Graham coming in with some authority that time and tattooing Michael Allen. And they're going to drop him back for a loss of 1. And so now to be a 3rd down and 9 situation here. 2:52 to go in the first quarter, a very long first quarter. ICC leading this one 6-0 here over East Central. Davis the quarterback. Allen staying in at running back. Now puts Allen in motion, going to the left side of the field. Davis dropping back, time to throw. Zips it down the field and just throws it too high that time, as that was intended for Zay Davis, but there, I believe, a flag down, and that one could be a late hit on the quarterback as well.
We've had that route open all night, Mr. Ingham. That's what we've hit it for the touchdown, and we've missed it twice, 2 or 3 times. But you're right, Adam. It is a flag against East Central.
Yep, roughing the passer is going to be called there on Delvin Whitaker.
But ICC is going to look back at this. Of course, I know we're still in the first quarter, but those are some opportunities that were missed on a messy night. Good throws, but here I know it's a little behind, but some of these should have been brought down.
So fresh set of downs here for the Indians, brought to you by Sam's Town Market in Manatachie. Davis still your quarterback, 2 receivers on both sides of the football. And this time it's going to be a give up the middle, and the running back is going to be hit and dropped at about the 30-yard line. And a good carry that time, as it looked like he was shot out of a cannon. Michael Allen on the carry.
Yeah, good hole opened up over there, and then he bounced it back. So good vision by Allen to move around once he saw the hole there, hit the hole, and then moved around a little bit to add more yardage, Mr. Ingram.
No doubt about it, Brad. It's 2nd and 6. We're coming up 2 minutes left in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter.
Is it still the first quarter?
First quarter, 4 turnovers, multiple penalties, multiple stoppage of play. But, hey, we're winning 6-0.
I'm going to have to send you for a pizza.
I'll tell you.
Davis out of the shotgun, and he's going to play action fake over the middle, and there it is. And the pass in and out of the hands
of
Tyron Mosley. And, guys, I think that was another case. We saw the player from East Central last time kind of check up because he felt footsteps coming in. I think Mosley that time kind of got those alligator arms because he knew he was going to take some serious contact.
He did.
Well, anytime you go over the middle like that with a receiver, it's not their favorite. You got some that want it. A lot don't, because you're going to take that hit. And that's what the safety's sitting back there waiting on that. But we got to pull those in.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 6, possession down here for the Indians. Davis taking a lot of time now, gets the snap, looking to throw, plenty of time. Over the middle they go, and tipped around, and again, incomplete. So right now, just can't get anything going. It was intended for Gunn that time, and guys, the passes are there, but it's just over the heads of the receivers. Are having to go up in traffic and try to catch those, and as a receiver, your quarterback's leaving you out to dry in those situations.
No, that was well covered that time. That's across the middle, 2 or 3 defenders there. Now, Brad, there's been several balls our receivers should have caught tonight.
Agreed.
They have not helped the quarterback out, and Ty's made some misses on some throws, but receivers got to help us out here.
And was able to
just got it off.
Able to get
Great
it off,
job.
and it's going to take a roll. And did it touch a East Central player?
ICC saying it did, and they got on it.
I didn't see anybody around them.
The officials said no go.
Yep. So it will stay East Central football. Real quick, I want to give a shout-out to Olivia Burns, former ICC softball player, now a coach at East Central.
No, she
there
listening?
You go. She's checking in tonight's contest.
Well, Olivia Burns, I haven't seen her in quite a while.
I want to wish her luck, except whenever ICC plays her.
Absolutely.
As it now will be 1st down and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 is your score.
This has been a marathon first quarter. Unbelievable.
Still the first quarter.
First quarter.
Should be the third by now.
East Central is going to go
Swing
to
pass.
the check route, and it's going to be hit and slip through a tackle, but then runs out of bounds, as that was number 7. That is Tyler Arrington on the reception. And a positive pickup there. Actually, I thought it was a lot more than that. Only a pickup of 3 on the play.
Yeah, a little stingy officials tonight.
Now it's going to be a handoff to the long running back in the backfield. That's going to be Arrington. He's going to get the ball out across the 50 down to the 49-yard line, where to be a 3rd down and 2 situation. A lot of things you can do with a 3rd down and 2 coming up.
And they got good field position, Adam. Adam, the good field position. Clock is running, 50 seconds left in the first quarter. ICC 6, East Central 0.
So out of the shotgun is East Central, looking to the sideline, trying to get to play, as that is Sims at quarterback. He's got Arrington still in the backfield with him. And it's going to be a give to Arrington. He hits the hole, he gets the 1st down and then some, and East Central looks like they got away with a little bit of a holding there on the end. The officials didn't call it, so it didn't happen. 1st down and 10 now for the Warriors, and they're wanting to rush back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they don't have to snap it to get us the second quarter. We'll see if they do. They do.
Sims dropping back, wanting to throw. Plenty of time. Tons of time. Still dancing around, looking for somewhere to go. And now gets it upfield, and it's just simply going to throw that one out of bounds. So he got the snap with 20 seconds on the clock, and there's now 3.9 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, he went one way and then came back another on the field there, but great coverage downfield by ICC. Then we were able to put a little pressure on him where he knew he had to get rid of it. A guy did leave his coverage. Luckily, Sims didn't see it, but a guy left his coverage when he saw Sims coming back this way. And Sims was kind of fighting for his life at that point and then decided to throw it away.
So 2nd down and 10 is the situation here. Play action, pass over the middle, and it's in and out of the hands. Boy, we've seen a lot of guys drop those balls for both teams tonight, as that one was intended for Singleton, and only a half a second to go now, so it'll be a 3rd down and 10. You'd much rather go into the quarter thinking about the 3rd down and 10, but now with a half a second to go, could be a 4th down situation when they come out of the timeout here. So a big defensive play here for the Indians. They lead it 6-0 over East Central with a half a second to go in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers on both sides of the football, packed in tight. Dropping back to pass. Pass out to the flats. Is it caught? No, it's dropped again.
Hey, the good news is we reached the second quarter.
They finally got there.
We've played one here in Fulton, and it's been a minute. We'll take a break. ICC leads at 6-0. Back with more right after this.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
"What's next?"
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions,
Okay, now let's go and keep going, keep going.
sharing old stories. Homemade pasta. Enjoy, cheers to us, we did it! And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Welcome back as we start the second quarter of play. It is going to be a 4th and 10 situation here. And they're lining up to punt it, but as we saw, they faked it earlier. So we'll see if they'll attempt a Little Caesars punt here. Waiting on the snap. It's a good one. Plenty of time. Will put a foot into this one. Pops it up, and this is going to be a great coverage punt here. Actually, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it goes out about close to the 20. But
So, about the 19 is where they're going to put it, actually. So, got a favorable spot there. There's got to be a science to figure out. Like, you say, all right, if it lands about 5 yards out of field, then the angle of pursuit, the angle should take you back to this point here. But that one was almost marked directly as if the ball went to the 19 and cut a hard right and went out of bounds.
Adam, you're correct. I don't think he gave us enough yardage.
Yeah.
Y'all really got deep right there on me. I got lost in that conversation. I'm sorry. I'd love to contribute, but I can't.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 now here for the Indians, and we're just now starting the second quarter of play. And this is going to be Davis
Great
on
pull.
the keeper and a good solid carry there.
Yeah, I had to go shave before the second quarter because it's been so long since we started the game.
6-0 is the score. 14:35 and counting here until halftime. We invite you to stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report. We'll have a band performance from last season. ICC up 6-0 here over East Central. Just now getting rolling here in the second quarter. Davis, your quarterback. Picks up 5 on that last carry. Now it's 2nd down and 5. Hands off to the running back in the backfield. Gets upfield, and that should be good for a 1st down, as that was number 3, Jalen Foster, on the carry.
Good blocking, good running, Brad. And by the way, we've played a minute in the second quarter. There's been no turnovers.
Like it. And what they did there is Morgan, they brought him back across. He was in the slot position and turned in and got a good block there, which sealed the edge, helped seal the edge for Dawkins there I'm sorry, not Dawkins, my apologies.
That is a wild set we just saw. One of the linemen that was right next to the center pulled, and now he's going to come back up. I have never seen that in the game of football.
That's Cressman playing a tight end tonight on offense, number 45. You're right, Adam.
It was almost like the guard was split out, and he came in, then came back, and then set back in. And a solid pickup there as the ball gets out to the 36, a gain of 5 that time by Foster.
It's a new little wrinkle, I think, offensively. They got Cressman playing inside, not really playing a tight end. It's almost like 6 or 7 offensive linemen there grouped up.
Yeah, kind of in an H-back slot there, if you want to call it.
So now it'll be a 2nd down and 5, an opportunity here, free play, as that ball just slipped out of his hands. And it's going to be intercepted, and they're going to let him run this one back as the play won't count, as thank goodness the play don't count.
Well, and they've blown it dead.
Well, there was a free play, so they've got to let it end. And then they let some extra pushing and shoving going on after the play as the officials broke that one up. But technically the officials did what they were supposed to. They were supposed to let the play end before they blew it dead. And, well, some players got to pushing and shoving afterwards. So it was a free play, and it's just one of those that Davis lost the football. Brother Chris Burrows checking in, saying science. So all sides will negate that interception return, and it will result in a 1st down. So it'll be 1st down and 10, being brought to you by Sam's Town Market in Manatee.
Got things down to about a drizzle out there right now, Mr. Ingham. It's not quite raining as hard.
So the Indians will have it now, 1st down and 10, 12:40 and counting here until halftime, 6-0. is the score. ICC with the lead and the football. Moving right to left on your radio dial for those listening here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. Davis loads up to throw again and is incomplete. That one that time intended for Mosley and just in and out of the hands of Mosley. And, guys, I'm like y'all. I was expecting to see run, but instead it has been pass, and drop.
Well, there was a lot of repetitive in that, so I got lost in all of the did you say run, throw, run? What did you say? How many?
Said run,
throw.
Okay. Drop.
For both teams.
And turnover. And penalty.
Y'all are so repetitive tonight. Y'all are trying to confuse me tonight.
We are. That was my goal coming into the evening. 2nd down and 10 now is the situation here for the Indians. And it's going to be a handoff in the backfield, and it's going to be a surge forward. A nice push by that offensive line. Gain of 4 on the play, so to bring up a 3rd down and 6. As I believe that was 21 on the carry. Yes, that was going to be Michael Allen on the carry.
Yeah, Ethan Miner just checked in. I saw that on this play, too. Going to have a more manageable 3rd down situation here, Mr. Ingram. Still, though, 3rd and 6, but ICC is at the East Central 45.
Indians standing in the shotgun, running back to the right.
Sorry, excuse me, my apologies.
That's so good.
Running back to the right
I'm
of
quit
Davis.
Here in a minute because Adam and Mr. Ingram don't like me tonight.
Now Mikel will shift to the left of Davis. Gets the snap. And pressure coming. He's hit as he let go, but it was caught
the ball
by Zay Davis, but
forward
going to be
motion,
a yard shy.
Go for it.
Got out to the 50.
4th and 1. Got to go. Come on.
See what ICC isn't going to let to do here. Looks like they are going to stay in this situation.
Yeah. I'm like you. I would have thought a better spot on that one, though, with that forward progress, but maybe I missed exactly where he caught it. But
so
right.
4th down and 1 is the situation. Ball at the 50. Needs to get across the 49 for the 1st down. Davis, hard snap count. East doesn't jump. Now we'll walk forward, looks to the sideline to get the new play. And it's going to be a snap, handoff, and not going to do it. Oh, no, the second surge. Did he get it? No, he did not. Well, he was hit at the line of scrimmage, got a surge, but unfortunately that surge sent him sideways. No gain on the play. And so now to be 1st down and 10.
I thought that second surge he got it, but I missed it once he got down in the mix.
Give the Warriors credit. They stood up, played good defense, take over at midfield. It's 6-0, 10:45 left in the 2nd quarter. ICC 6, East Central 0. And let me say this, Brad. Some of our students have come to the game in this bad weather. I'm proud of them being here tonight.
Making memories.
10:45
to go here, and East Central with the football. Handoff to the lone running back in the backfield, and he is upended on a nice open field tackle that time by Dawkins, but a solid pickup of about 9 on the play. East Central going to try to speed things up. 2nd down and 1. Gives to long running back once again, weaves his way through traffic, needed 1, got 5, and that's going to result in a 1st down. That was Ligon on the carry for East Central.
Adam, they're moving fast, and we just called timeout to get our breath.
Timeout on the field. Let's take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the timeout, 6-0 ICC with the lead. East Central threatening, though, as they've got the ball down to the 36-yard line. It's 6-0 ICC. It was a 37-yard touchdown pass back in the 1st quarter with 11:35 to go in the 1st quarter. Felt like it was almost 2 hours ago as Chris Reed reeled that one in. And so now it'll be a 1st and 10 here for East Central. Rotating the quarterbacks back and forth here are the Warriors. East moving back and forth now, getting set as a man comes in motion. And that should be a delay of game. It took them forever. No, they're going to call false start.
Mm-hmm.
And so backing them up again. And, guys, we've seen that a few times tonight out of East Central. Some untimely penalties have really cost the Warriors this evening.
Yeah, they definitely have. Cost East Central. And so it's pushed them back. And when they've had a little momentum going, it's obviously slowed that down some. Let's see how it affects them here on a still now it's going to be a 1st and 15.
Correct. 1st 15. The ball's on our 41-yard line, just starting the second quarter. 10-17 until halftime. ICC 6, East Central 0.
So first down and 15. And play action, quarterback pump fakes, and that's got to be holding.
They got it.
Yeah, and the quarterback.
Now
we got some
threw another flag
stuff.
down there. That's going to be
more
another
stuff going on. And guys, we've seen it. East Central has gotten where they kind of like to push a little bit after the play, and I believe, of course, I'm not able to see the field, but Jim, what did you see?
I saw a holding, then a personal foul. Will that be 25 yards?
It should be
15
because
yards?
the holding play went on during the play, and if they rule the personal foul penalty after the play, then it would be a 25-yard penalty.
Should be, I think, and it was, I think, after the play, if I'm not mistaken.
And so the officials are going to talk this one over. Maggie Caldwell checking in, saying, weird being at home. This is the first time that she hasn't been at a home game in 14 years.
Wow.
So
she could have been here.
She could have, but she's elected to stay at home. So we do appreciate her and everyone else that's tuning in here on the ICC Sports Network and those that are listening on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. Owen back at the station, running the things there. Appreciate Owen and all the great job that he does for us. As the officials still talking this one over here, as the player from East Central keeps trying to creep up to listen. He says, just hold your horses. I want to tell you in a minute what happened. And now they're still talking this one over.
Got our student section down there, which they are here. As you mentioned, Mr. England, they're fired up, and I like it.
I do, too.
And so now the officials going to go across the way and talk this one over. John Bowen says he's about to eat some chicken legs and a bowl of chili in the cafeteria, and he's going to ring that bell afterwards.
Didn't he eat the cafeteria for about 2 hours the other night?
He did. He said if it
he
works,
loves the cafeteria. I like it.
Say if it works, he's not going to change it. He says I will bring you.
There.
He said I'll bring you, Brad, and Jim some ice cream sandwiches if y'all are hungry.
You're probably going to need to bring us some breakfast the way this game's going.
How long does it take to decide on a penalty?
Well, it was a pretty long time because they had to talk about it on this sideline, and now they're talking about it on that sideline.
So I'm going to go over there and talk about it over there. All right, so Coach Kirk is saying that both could be called holding penalties in this situation.
Lots of personal fouls, what I thought.
Yeah, so this one over here at the 30.
Coach Kirk's got the ears on the ground.
I believe Coach Kirk.
do, too.
He's an honest man, but they were fighting on the field instead of holding down there.
The referees are going to be give out. They've had to run from one side of the field to the other now, running back down here to Coach Macon.
Can we take some time off the clock for this? They're running.
A 30-minute runoff in this situation.
Yeah. If we can get Sam to run the clock, we'll be okay right now.
And so the officials still talking it over. Speaking of Sam, Samstown Market and Mantachi, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics and a proud sponsor of My Tummy. I'm going to go down there, and he's got these things he calls a poor man filet. Guys, I don't know if y'all have ever had that, but those things are outstanding. Holding on the offense. Penalty is declined.
It's 15-yard penalty.
There you go. So that's probably what they were sorting out there. So it will only be a 15-yard penalty.
So it was during the play.
So it was during the play.
And it only took 30 minutes to decide.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just glad to be here.
Well, we're going to be here.
We're going to be here a while.
Yeah, so I'm glad you're glad to be here because we're going to be here.
And so now to be second down and almost back to the Carolina community.
Yes, it's on back there now.
It's 31 yards, second 31.
Not a whole lot of plays you got in the playbook for a second down and 31, but you just chip away at it here because you do have a couple plays to see if you can get it. East Central with it now after quite the conversation to figure out the penalties there between the officials.
Man, if you're at one with defense, you don't want to give up a big play here.
No.
I mean, that's
Fumble.
a killer.
And
Fumble,
the quarterback's going to go down.
Excellent.
Well, when it rains, it pours. Forgive the pun, but right now things are not going the way of the Warriors.
Yeah, there was a little slobber on that ball back there, Adam. That's the reason he dropped it.
So now they'll move it back to the 38, and it's going to be third down and almost to Okolona now.
3rd and 37.
That's it, close to your house, isn't it, Adam, where they're at?
It's getting down there.
My
May have to
goodness.
go knock on Mama Sue's door to see if they can pick up the first down.
I'm telling you.
9:23 to go until halftime. 6-0 is the score. 3rd and long, and here come the Indians' pressure and a
Fumble.
And I think the Indians
I
have
think
got
we
it.
got the ball.
It's dangerous right there for East Central, and they're going to say that we have the ball, I think.
Well, they're fighting over it here in the pile and sort it out here.
Well, either way, that's a turnover.
And
he's saying our ball.
Well, I mean, either way, it's a turnover.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been. I mean, it's going to be. They would punt either way, but
And we may have a player shaking up on the play.
it's going to be better field position for Etowamba.
That was number 5 coming up with the recovery. That was Gray. O'Reilly Gray with the recovery.
He's played well all year, Adam. Leading tackler on the team, kind of the linebacker / safety, but he comes up against the run very quickly. Very athletic. Great play by Gray.
Well, we've got to cash in on this turnover here, guys. They have turned the ball over too many times for us to only be up 6-0.
Agreed.
So ICC with the football.
Pulled it.
Davis zips over
There
the
you
middle.
go.
Pass is reeled in that time.
Chris Reed.
As that was Reed on the reception down to the 25-yard line, where to be first down.
Yeah, found him over the middle again.
And so the Indians quickly back to the line of scrimmage, but slow it down for a second.
And they're bringing their coverage up a little closer on that man coverage on the outside, Mr. Ingram, now if you'll see it.
And then just not ready for the snap, and Davis does the smart things and falls down on it. And, man, both these teams tonight have had their opportunities but just keep shooting themselves in the foot. And now this is going to be second down and back to Samstown, Market, and Manatachee.
Second and about 25.
Out to the Kemp plantation out there. So it'll be second down and 25. Davis, the quarterback, goes with the hard snap count. Nobody jumps. 8-10 and counting until halftime. Davis now goes back in the shotgun, gets the snap, loads up, throws up the middle, and what a catch! That was Zay Davis, and Zay had to climb the ladder, grab that one with one hand, and reeled it back in. That was impressive, guys.
Great catch by Davis, because that's the worst thrown pass across the middle he threw tonight, and Davis made a great catch.
But it was, again, as you mentioned, over the middle. Nothing on the outside tonight except your little flat passes out in the flat, swing passes, things like that. Even East Central passes have been in the middle.
Third down and 9 now is the situation here for the Indians. Davis goes in motion.
Back foot.
And Ty lets that one go as that one's going to be reeled in there, and that's going to be caught by Chris Reed. But as you said, there is a flag down in this situation. So we'll hold the thoughts on that one. Wouldn't be enough for the first down, but it would be a 4th and about 2, maybe 3 situation. Pending the penalty here, it looks like this one's going to go against the Indians. Holding. So they are going to accept the penalty. It will repeat third down here. As we said, anytime either one of these teams gets something going tonight, they just are their own worst enemies so far in this one. So this will be 3rd and 19.
Yeah.
As Davis checks to the sideline. Coming up on 7 minutes to play here until halftime. 6-0. ICC with the lead, and timeout taken. Timeout on the field. Let's take the timeout with them, and let's learn more about Fall Preview Day coming up here at ICC. High school seniors, make your plans to join us September the 26th for Fall Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Come see what all ICC has to offer you and your future from faculty members within the programs of your interest. Get free admission to the football game, and 2 lucky seniors will compete for a $1,000 scholarship during halftime. Registration is open now at iccms.edu/preview days. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. And welcome back out of the timeout. 6-0 ICC with the lead over East Central here. 6:57 to play in the contest. As anticipated, guys, it's been a sloppy one as both teams multiple turnovers on the night as East Central has had 3 fumbles. They've lost all 3. ICC's had 1, got it back, but they have thrown 1 interception, and also East Central has thrown 1 interception.
6 turnovers?
6 turnovers.
Oh, my gosh.
So 2 receivers on both sides of the football now. 6:57 to go until halftime. ICC up 6-0. Davis, your quarterback, gets the snap and hands off to the long running back in the backfield. He's going to get out near the 20, as that was number 20, Sultan, on the carry for the Indians.
Adam, I mean, that's 47-yard field goal if they try it in this weather. Do you do this?
No,
I guess we're going for it.
We had a bad snap on the extra point attempt earlier. So
good point.
We'll just probably go for it in this situation.
4th and 15.
Yeah, and they're probably going. It looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah, going to punt.
Don't necessarily hate that idea.
I don't either.
No, they're going to try it.
Okay.
47.
This would be a 47-yard attempt in the rain, in the muck.
Do they have the wind behind them here? I'm trying to look. Is the wind behind them?
Burciaga gets the snap. The kick is up. It's on its way. Just wide left.
Had enough on it.
Had the leg.
Holy moly.
Just couldn't put that one on frame, if you will. So, guys, I'm like you. I'm impressed. He had the foot, just went wide left on a 47-yard field goal attempt. What do we know? Apparently we're not out at practice that often.
No, we're not. He had enough leg, just hit a little bit to the left. Now we got to play defense. They got the ball at their own 30. 6-0, 6 minutes left until halftime. ICC 6, East Central 0. We've mentioned 6 turnovers and multiple penalties tonight, Brad. That's why we've had a long first half.
Pressure coming, hit as he throws and dropped, and there's a suplex on the other side of the field. Officials let it go there. You kind of saw it at the top of your screen on letsgoicctv.com. Pass incomplete.
That was good defensive coverage by Zay Dilworth.
No doubt about it. And let me say this. Both offensive teams' wide receivers have let the quarterback down.
Running this time is East Central. He's hit and stacked up and dropped by Jaden Thompson.
Yeah.
As that was
what
Harrington
you
on
want
the
here, Adam, if you do, of course, that's a minimal gain there. Got, 4 on that. Tried to get to the edge, got stacked up there. So you're looking at 3rd and 6 here. If you're ICC, if we can hold them right here, we still got time, Mr. Ingham, possibly to get a score before half. And so, rain is back, it looks like.
Yeah, 3rd down and 6 as the rain starting to fall once again here in Fulton. East Central with the football, moving left to right on your radio dial. Pressure over the middle, and it's caught and dropped.
Good coverage. Again, Zay Dilworth.
Good job by Dilworth.
He's had a good night tonight. I mean, he really has, because both teams are going over the middle. Dilworth has done an excellent job now covering those over the middle. Perfect timing right there. The ball was in the hands. Dilworth came up with the hit that prevented, and it knocked it out. So good job by Dilworth. They're going to have to punt. Now, nothing would surprise us here, Adam, because
they faked it earlier.
With a much worse situation than this.
Yep, so 4th and long. Little Caesars punt coming up here. Snap's a good one. Steps into the kick, and it's a good one. As that one is going to hit and roll out of bounds near the 40-yard line. And you kind of saw it for a second, and now you can really see the rain falling here for those watching on letsgoicctv.com.
ICC's going to have decent field position out of this.
Good field position. Plenty of
time. The weather has made a turn here. I'm not going to say that they won't be passing here, because I really didn't think we'd be passing much all night. Either team, and we have. So who knows? I don't know. You don't know. We're going to see what happens here, though, with the rain coming down and the wind blowing in Fulton.
Both teams have combined for 10 of 25 passing so far in the game. Davis, the quarterback, and he's going to hand it off up the middle, and it's going to be a solid pickup there on 1st down, as that was number 3, Foster, on the carry for the Indians.
I can't see it.
Good blocking, guys. Offensive line pushed that line, got a 5-yard carry. Clock running 5 minutes till halftime. 2nd and 5, ball at our own 45-yard line. Again, ICC 6, East Central 0.
As hard as it's raining right now, you want to control the ball, and you've got to protect the ball. If the handoff is in there, you've got to get your hands around it, protect the ball, don't let them strip it.
Give once again is going to be to Foster, and he goes forward for a minimum gain of about 2, so to bring a 3rd down and 3 situation here for the Indians.
Possession down, guys. We need this first down. Clock's running, 4.5 minutes till halftime, 3rd and 3.
Whistle blowing.
Yeah, we got an injured player on the field. He tried to walk off the field. Looked like he might be cramping here, so we'll keep it here as they'll tend to him on the sidelines. And remind you, other sponsors of tonight's game, Fagada's Mexican restaurant right down the road from us here. Probably about a 8-iron for Jim from the press box over there to Fagada's. Jim, what do you order when you go to Fagada's?
I usually get the fried chicken salad and eat too many chips.
Yes.
Chips and salsa, chips and salsa, chips and salsa, chips and salsa.
Y'all are doing this repetitive thing again.
I think it's just your ears. I haven't heard anything.
I mean, yeah, is it
I
me?
just said
Is
chips
there an
and salsa
echo
one time.
in the press box tonight?
Rain continuing to pour here. Other sponsors, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Bank Okolona, Raising Cane's, and also the ICC Wesley Foundation, all proud sponsors of ICC Athletics this evening in Fulton. A little confusion coming off the sidelines by ICC, getting some late substitutions in the game here. Rain really starting to come down now.
You got to be careful here if you're ICC, and they did hand the ball off there, but
And only a gain
yeah.
of 1.
Got a punt.
I understand that. I get
yeah.
this with the rain like it is, Mr. Ingram, the wind. Not a good situation to drop back and try to pass it. Plus, with us where we are on the field, I expect a punt, and that's what they're going to do. Good calls right there by ICC, in my opinion.
Well, right now, all eyes on Brady Sullivan. This is a long snapper for the Indians. Not a name you hear called out that often, but you see he got his hands.
It is pouring.
Yeah, it's like it's raining, folks.
So if Langford can get this one up, he did catch it. Good clean.
Good snap
Yeah.
that time, and a good kick is
Yep.
going to hit and roll.
Get out of the way. Get
And
out
it's
of the way.
going to
Let it
continue to
roll.
roll.
Attaboy.
And
6
down
yard
at
line.
the 6-yard line.
Great
punt by Langford. But as we said, Brady Sullivan was the guy that had to come in with to make it all happen there. It was a great snap by Sullivan, but there is another flag down. And, guys,
I didn't see that.
I'm
Holding on the receiving team.
After this, the ball will go down to
All
about
right,
the
so
3.
So we'll
There you
move
go.
it in. He said holding on the kicking team,
Then he changed.
and then he said half the distance. So, yeah, so we'll be holding on the receiving team as Noah is parked out at the softball field waiting to pair everybody up and carry us off at halftime. Part of the Little Caesars halftime report coming your way.
Now, if you're East Central here, you've got to be very careful, Mr. Ingram. I mean, with the rain pouring like it is, and now them on the 3-yard line.
Correct.
They're pushed. This couldn't have been, it's a great situation for Etowamba, and I fully expect them to go after the ball right here.
So coming underneath center for the first time tonight, and it's a fumble.
Yep.
And drops it back to the 1. And, guys, that's a lost art in football, taking a snap from a snapper, especially when you're a shotgun-type team. And
Yeah, going under center now is like
Yep.
you say, they don't do much of that anymore. And so when you have to do it, you're forced to do it, it's kind of like I'm having to learn a new technique or a new skill here. So East Central's just in a bad position down here with this weather, and the weather's working right now to Etowamba's favor.
No, and the negative is we only have one timeout.
Yeah.
And when are we going to use it? Try to get the ball before halftime here, Brad. 2nd down, and what do you got, 12?
Well, East Central's going to have to hurry.
Yeah,
Because they're spending a lot of time now. It is going to be a handoff in the backfield. And, tripped up to the line of scrimmage, but stumbles forward for some positive gain there.
They called it now. I like it. Call it now. Yes. Well, I thought he called it. It's still running.
Number 4, Carl Ligon with the carry.
3rd, I wait here.
Yeah, he's going to wait
Yeah.
and see if we can hold him. I got it.
And plus, you also have the 2-minute
2-minute
timeout.
warning.
See, I
I
keep
forgot about that
forgetting about
guy.
that
Good
again.
job. Raphael
stepped in.
educating us.
I keep forgetting
And
about
East Central
that.
is going to let it run down to that 2-minute timeout here. Timeout on the field, 6-0 is the score. Be a 3rd down and 12. The ball is going to be at the 2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back as the rain continues to pour here. 2 minutes ago until halftime. 6-0 is the score. Well, we moved our camera and stuff indoors to get away from the rain, but the rain is coming in so hard that it's coming in through the window. So Raphael doing the best he can to keep our equipment dry. Appreciate Raph and all he's doing over there.
And assistance by Matt. Appreciate seeing Matt up here tonight.
Yeah.
And so it'll be a 3rd down and 12. Ball is at the 2. Dangerous situation here for East Central. A handoff in the backfield. The Indians stack him up.
An end zone safety?
Didn't quite get called timeout, though.
Oh, they're going to give him forward progress.
Right
No way.
They're going to call timeout here, though.
Coach, there you go. There you go. Call it.
We're going to go.
No, okay, yeah.
We're going to go back and look at this one again, folks. And
wow,
that was close.
I couldn't see it from our angle, but
he hit. No, he did. He did get it back outside the line of scrimmage, but not by much.
It's going to be a tough punt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah,
and you're putting into the wind in this rain.
Yeah, we talked about the long snapper for ICC being clutch, and that's going to be the situation here. Don't have him listed for the Warriors, but guys, a big situation here after they just avoided a safety. Would have been big for the Indians to get that safety, considering they missed the PAT on a botched snap. And, boy, right now, that's the most important thing is getting that snap back and holding on to it. You see the punter trying to.
And they are.
Yeah, punter trying to dry his hands off here.
He cannot step back or it's a safety.
Correct.
So waiting the snap from inches away, and it's skipped back to him, and ICC's going to have an opportunity to return here as Thompson lowers his head and is going to get out down to about the 21-yard line. So credit the punt by the Indians, the defense, and then a nice return.
Excellent job. Now, of course, they don't have any timeouts here. That's one thing you got to remember is ICC does not have any timeouts left with 1 minute and 33 seconds left here in the first half.
Remind you to stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report coming your way. We'll take a look at some stats. We'll also hear performance from the ICC All-American Band. They're part of the Little Caesars halftime report.
Adam, we've got to get points here. We've had a total of 6 turnovers, multiple penalties. We've had the ball on their side of the field a lot. We're up 6-0. Got to find a way to cash in here.
Got 2 backs in the backfield.
Davis, your quarterback, awaiting the snap. Play action. Now is going to send this one out to Woo. That was intended for Chris Reed, and East Central read that one well. That was just a half a second away from being an interception and possibly pick 6.
Well, the DB, what they were doing is a good job right there against the wide receiver. The wide receiver's out there trying to hold the block right there and basically hold them, and they were pushing them back. And so they were doing a good job reading that swing pass. But good job by East Central. Luckily for ICC, it fell to the ground, 2nd down.
Brad, we still got time to run the ball if we really need to here.
2nd down and 10. It is going to be a give right up the middle.
That's fine.
And a spin forward, and going to be a gain of about 7 on the play, as that was Sultan on the play. Actually, I gave him a little bit too much credit.
3rd down and 5 for ICC.
So, yeah, it'll be a 3rd down and 5. So a gain of 5 on the play. India's taking their time here. 1 minute to play.
Swap out lineman here. One of them's kind of limping off, Adam.
So getting a new lineman in the game, that is Brandon Alexander.
And Nathan Shaw limped off.
Inside a minute to go now until halftime. Indians go for the hard snap count. Now we'll look back to the sideline for the play. 45 seconds. Davis gets the snap. And it's going to be ran up the middle, and that's going to be close for the 1st down.
We're just a little short.
So
we've got to hurry now. It's 4th and inches. What do you do? Got to go. We're going to kick it.
Well, yeah, because you can let this run down. Well, I mean, until you snap the ball, you could actually let it run down.
Take your time, guys. Get the snap. You're okay.
That's what I'm saying. You can let this clock run down before you snap it.
So waiting the field goal here. And a bad snap, and the ball's loose on the field, and it's still loose. Still loose, and East Central's picked it up, and they've got a convoy in front of them.
Got him.
But that was a man-child of a tackle.
Got a flag.
That's okay.
And that could be
a tackle.
And now we got a little pushing and shoving going on. That's going to end up being a horse collar probably on the tackle, but Methlin
might have saved a touchdown.
He did save a touchdown. He grabbed that kid and just chunked him to the ground as if he was a rag doll there. That's scary strength is what that is.
So it cannot. Does it end on a penalty here,
Well,
or they got one play?
So they should
One
have
play.
one untimed
You're
down
right,
because
Sam.
it can't end on a defensive penalty. And technically, ICC was on defense as they were trying to stop the play there at the end. That's what I think.
That's what I think, too. And that's what East Central thinks.
And it's going to put the ball on our 47, and they got a chance to throw a Hail Mary before half.
Watch your language.
And so they're going to talk this one over here and confuse Jim for a second.
Give you a break.
Yep. And here's one of those situations. Yeah, you're upset you got the penalty called, but if Methlin don't make that play, that's a touchdown, guys.
It is. No, I agree. You needed that penalty right there.
Yeah, it's a good play.
So we'll have an untimed down here. We've seen a little bit of everything in this game, and weather, as we talked about, was going to be a factor, and she has reared her ugly head here.
Yeah, it's still coming down out there, too, right now. The rain had let up a little bit earlier in the second quarter, but it's really coming back down again now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it'll be an untimed down here. Let's see if they try to just air one out and make something happen, or they are going to line up as if that's what they're going to do. They drop back to pass, looking to throw, plenty of time, loads up, chunks it downfield, jump ball, and caught. Are you serious?
Oh, no.
Caught for a touchdown by Lawrence Armstrong. And, guys, you said it, knock it down, but ICC went for the interception, and it went between their hands, and Armstrong reels that one in for 6. What a crazy first half of football we've seen.
Pass complete for a touchdown to number
Give the
6.
quarterback credit. Threw it right down the middle where the receiver could get to the ball.
Just got to bite it down, but we tried to intercept it. And as I said, went through the hands. And so now that horse collar really comes back and haunts you. But even though once we said, again, if he doesn't make that play, they still take it to the house for a touchdown. So East Central calls a timeout. We'll keep it here as, man, what a play there. A untimed down. East Central cashes in for the touchdown. As it's now 6-6, awaiting the extra point, and East Central talking it over here. And what was that, 47-yard touchdown pass?
Yes.
44?
44.
So a 44-yard touchdown pass. And so we're waiting the extra point attempt here. ICC had a bad snap on theirs when they scored earlier. And looks like they are going to let to come in and kick this one now. We say that, but they did fake a punt earlier. As this is 26. Mangum coming in to kick this one. Snaps a good one. Kick is up, and it's blocked. Now that the Indians can scoop this one up before it goes out of bounds, but they can't. Well, the Indians blocked the kick, and we're tied 6-6 going into halftime after a bizarre first half of play that only took us an hour and 17 minutes. We'll take a break, come back with some thoughts on the first half and more. Part of the Little Caesars halftime report here from Fulton. 6-6 is your score, ICC and East Central.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions,
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
sharing old stories. Homemade pasta, Here's to us. We did it. And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, ready. 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 6-6 is your score here after a wild finish to the second quarter. It was an untimed down for East Central, and they scored on a 44-yard touchdown pass. The kick was blocked on the attempt. 6-6 is your score. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram, Dr. Brad Boggs here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. And, guys, your thoughts on the first half?
Is it still Thursday?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Barely.
Well, thoughts, of course, we did not think that a game like this the first half would last this long. We thought there'd be more running, and, of course, the weather's now again has acted back up. And I think Mother Nature said, y'all need to run the ball because she's started and it's raining. A lot of errors. I mean, and we knew coming into the game, Mr. Ingram, that it was going to be one of those situations where probably who comes out on top is the one who makes the least errors. Yes, it's easy for us to sit up here. It's not raining on us.
Right.
And it's easy for us to say, all right, with the snap, catch the snap, because the guy who's holding the football for those kicks, why can't you catch a snap, clean snap, whatever, because they're trying to snap the ball back. Catch those footballs that are thrown over the middle. Yes, it's easy for us to sit here and say it. It's difficult down there on the field. It's not prime conditions at all for either team. The thing is, it's not just one team.
No.
Both of them are experiencing it. We just saw it right here for East Central to end the half there with their extra point. They couldn't get theirs either. The kicking game's going to be suspect tonight. The punts we know are already helping both teams as far as Carson Langford's been able to get us out of a couple of situations here. East Central amazingly got out of the end zone down here when, they were on the half-inch line basically. And so excellent job by special teams there, but neither one of the kicking teams, are able to punch it through. And part of it's dealing with the snap, and part of it's dealing with trying to get the ball down. It's tough. It's difficult. Just been a lot more passing tonight than I would think, but that could change at any minute. If this weather stays like it is currently, Mr. Ingram, with the wind, that flag right there is just blowing sideways here, and the rain's going with it. It's going to be tough here in the third quarter. Now, what we do need to remember is East Central does get the ball. They finished right there on a high note with a touchdown, and they get the ball to start the second half.
I agree with you. We've had, 6 turnovers, 10 or 12 penalties. Kicking game's been suspect. Yet ICC should be ahead, we think, because we were past their 50 several times, did not cash in, had some bad snaps. You got to forget about all that. It's 6-6. You're not behind. It's a new game in the second half. Come out there and play football, find a way to win this ball game. But like you said, it's been sloppy. We knew it was going to be sloppy, and it's proven to be sloppy. Should have a good second half. Both teams trying to find a way to win this game.
You've been looking at some of the first half highlights there, and you see what was a block kick, and then ends up being the biggest play of the night was the horse collar. But, again, no fault of anybody on the horse collar attempt there, because if he doesn't make that play, it's a block kick return for a touchdown. East Central scores on the 44-yard touchdown toss. The extra point was blocked. 6-6 is your score. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the ICC All-American Band performance. I'm going to let you guess if it was from tonight or maybe another night. here on the ICC Sports Network. 6-6 is your score at the break.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Itawamba Community College is proud to present the 2023 ICC All-American Marching Band. Straight from the era that brought us tight roll jeans and CD-ROM, we're thrilled to bring you this year's program, Flight Night. Traveling back in time 41 years, we open our program this evening with the Michael Jackson hit Thriller. And now, the ICC All-American Marching Band. Now hold on to your parachute pants and lab beakers as the band performs the theme song from the 1985 movie Weird Science, featuring our 2023 Indian Ed dancers. In 1988, the fantasy horror comedy film Beetlejuice hit the big screen with gnarly reviews. We now invite you to sit back and chill to the bodacious beats of the theme song from Beetlejuice, featuring the ICC percussion section. Pop your cassette tape in a boombox and turn up the volume for Alice Cooper's Feed My Frankenstein, followed by the epic 1984 theme song for Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 ICC All-American Band. leaders for the ICC All-American Band are Taylor Brown from Amory, Addison Clements of North Pontotoc, Priscilla Martinez from South Pontotoc, and Goon Gang from Lewisburg. Color guard captains are Jolie Bishop from Amory, Amaya Cabot of Tupelo, Zeta Patterson from Minnewanba High School, Kelsey Pritchard from Lafayette County High School, and Kaylee Townsend from South Hilo. Indian Ed captains are Mackenzie Armstrong of Tupelo, Emma Mask and Madeline Minica from Nettleton. Indian Ed choreographer is Sally Stallings from Amory. The ICC All-American Marching Band is under the direction of Christy Colburn, Brennan Eden, and Ryan Todd. Thank you for being a stellar audience, and we hope you have a wickedly rad evening.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're in the Little Caesars halftime report. If you're unfamiliar with what you're seeing on your screen right now, that's rain, and a lot of it. 6-6 is your score, ICC and East Central. Real quick, let's take a look at the Renaissance Bank Renaissance Bank scoreboard update throughout the lead. Right now, it's Colin leading Hines 34-0. That was with 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Halftime scores here: Jones up 10-7 over Gulf Coast. Holmes and Kahoma. Holmes leading that one 25-23. And Pearl River up 21-17 at halftime. Let's take a look at some stats real quick. For East Central, 32 plays, 140 yards, 70 of those passing, and then 70 of those rushing. That's as advertised. They are a very balanced team, and guys, you can't get much more balanced than that. ICC, 38 plays, 124 yards, 77 of those passing, 47 of those rushing. Of course, the biggest stats of the night: 8 penalties for 75 yards for East Central. They've also have had 4 turnovers on the night. ICC, 3 penalties, 40 yards. They've had 2 turnovers on the night as well. So those are your first half stats. Guys, your thoughts so far here on the first half?
I mean, again, same thing that we talked about before once we ended the second quarter. It's just going to be a battle to the end, and again, with the weather and all of that, Mr. Ingram, going to be a battle to the end, and who makes the fewest mistakes. And again, I think it could easily come back down to a special team situation in this game. ICC's got to come out strong here on this opening drive because East Central gets the ball, and ICC's defense needs to step up huge here and prevent them from scoring.
No doubt about it, and turnovers are the key. We've already had 6 in the first half. If you're an ICC fan, you're thinking, well, we got a chance to go up 9-0, kick this field goal close to half. But it's just the kicking game did not come through for us there. But you got to get over it. It's 6-6, a tied ball game. Start fresh, come out and play well here.
Quick timeout. We'll come back with the third quarter. 6-6 is the score. ICC is Central.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back as we get set to start the second half of play with a guaranteed bank kick. ICC will be kicking right to left on your radio dial. 6-6 is your score after a 44-yard touchdown on a no-time play to end the first half for East Central, as the kick is going to be taken at about the 15-yard line. And it's going to be hit and dropped. And one thing we talked about, guys, and it's kind of reverberated around the press box here, was the fact that East Central is a second-half team. Majority of their points have been scored. I believe that out of the 40 points they've scored, 30 have come in the second half. So ICC is going to have to buckle down defensively here.
No doubt about it, Adam. They've got good field position. They're on 33-yard line. We just started the third quarter. ICC 6, East Central 6.
First down and 10 here for the Warriors. They're moving left to right on your radio dial for those listening on Super Talk Mississippi. 101.9 FM. Out of the shotgun. Trips on the far side. Now a man comes in motion. Sets up right off the hip of the end. And it's going to be a give to the running back. And he's very patient. Runs forward. Looked like it was going to be a tackle for a loss, but was able to fight forward and pick up some positive yardage there.
Yeah, good start, keeping it on the ground there. And, of course, now you've got Sims back in there at quarterback for East Central. They've kind of swapped it up tonight between Sims and I don't remember the other gentleman.
It's going to be a second
Chris
down.
Tucker.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Tucker. Second down and 6. And it's going to be a fake, and now they're going to try to set up the screen. The Indians read that one beautifully, missed a tackle, but came in and swarmed there afterwards. And, guys, that was a good play, but we have an Indian down on the field.
Well, that was Tony Lucius in the backfield back there making the play. He's hopping up pretty quick there, so it's not going to be he will have to come out of the game, though. But that was Tony Lucius that slowed him down around his feet right there and was able to slow him down enough where he got some help there, and the tackle came in. And so now you're looking at a 3rd and 6 here, Mr. Ingram.
And Thompson came out, and we brought in Noah Klassen, who has not played much of your freshman linebacker, coming in to take his place.
Tough injury there is Jaden Thompson, one of the top defenders for this Indians' tough defense. 3rd down and 6. Possession down here for the Warriors. Looking to pass. Pump fake, and then lets it go to the running back, and that's going to be a drop as the quarterback was hit as he let go. Great pressure put on that time by Jaden Walker, and that should force the Warriors into a Little Caesars punting situation. But as we've seen tonight, they have already faked one, and it was one that was quite the gutsy call. And so now it'll be 4th and 6 in this situation.
Right, that's what we needed, 3 and out. Get the football.
Couldn't dial it up better, and again, of course, I think ICC is probably a little more aware now since they pulled the fakie. But there again, you got to keep your eye on it, Mr. Ingram, because of what they were able to pull.
Snaps a good one. Punter steps into this one and booms it away. Good kick here, and Thompson's going to get it. Calls for the fair catch, and it'll be 1st down and 10. The ball is going to be at the 25-yard line, is where the Indians will have it. 13:37 to go in the third quarter. 6-6 is your score. Quick scoring recap from the first half. ICC struck first on a 37-yard pass from Ty Davis to Chris Reed. That was with 11:35 in the first quarter. And as we've already mentioned, it was a 44-yard touchdown pass from Landon Sims to Josh Palmer, as that was a no time down just before halftime. Both kicks failed on the attempt, and that's where we're at now at 6-6. Ty Davis is your quarterback, running back to his right. Looking to throw, as he throws it, it's intercepted. Threw it right to the East Central player, and he's going to walk this one to the end zone. Well, he had the receiver to the right, but he threw it to the left, and that's an interception return for the touchdown.
He had the receiver open. I had the receiver open and threw it the wrong way.
He didn't see the defender. Yeah. Did not see him.
So that was an interception return for a touchdown, and East Central now takes their first lead of the evening at 12-6. And we're going to await the extra point attempt here. As we said, snapping on the special teams has been crucial tonight. Awaiting the snap on this one. It's a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, just like that, East Central strikes quickly here after the Indians get a stop. 13-6 is the score. 13:29 to go here. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back out of the timeout. A 26-yard interception return by Donnie Smith. The kick was good, 13-6. East Central with the lead, 13:29 to go here in the third quarter. Getting set for another guaranteed bank here. And, guys, we said it, East Central, a second-half team, scoring 30 of their 40 points this season in the second half. And that big play there on that interception return for the touchdown.
Yeah, well, you can be a second-half team when it gets handed to you like that. I mean, I hate to say that, but it was. I mean, it was thrown to him, and so it was just one of those things. It was a misread there. As you mentioned, Mr. Ingram didn't see him, but me or you one could have caught that one and run it in.
No doubt. And, Brad, they've had two huge plays in the first half, and now the start of the third quarter. We got to recover. Hey, we did it against Hines. We're down 7-0. Need to come back again.
This Guaranteed Bank kickoff is a booming one. It's going to be picked up at the 6-yard line. And ICC is going to try to break it to the outside. Gets a block now, cuts back up the middle. Looking for a stiff arm and can't shake him as he gets out to the 30-yard line. But as you heard kind of the moans and groans on the return there, a flag down during the return. So we'll talk this one over here. It's back at the 20-yard line. Guys, that was something that really hurt East Central in the first half. Matter of fact, they had 8 penalties for 75 yards. ICC 3 penalties for 40, and this one's going to go against the Indians.
Yep, believe it will.
Illegal block in the back on the Indians, so it will back up the Indians after a nice return that time by Trey Gunn. And so ICC will have it and a long way to go. And the Indians got to find some offense here.
Yeah, they're at their own 10-yard line here, basically, maybe just shy of that. But definitely got to put some offense together. Need to put some points on the board here, Mr. Ingram.
Zay Davis is in the backfield with Ty Davis at quarterback out of the shotgun. Now Zay goes in motion. Davis looking to throw. Plenty of time. Over the middle. It's caught. And a nice reception and reeled in that time by Reed.
Yeah, it's been there all night. That's been their bread and butter. That's what they've gone to. That does open up the field. That gives them breathing room here. That's a positive thing. So they go back to that slant to Reed, whatever you want to call it there, where he's open down the middle there.
Look, a gain of about 19 on the play that time by Reed as he reels that one in. ICC has a first down being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatee. Davis back at quarterback. Now in the backfield with him is number 25, Sultan. And Davis, smart read there, tries to lower his shoulder. If he doesn't make that play, Sultan's tackle for a major loss there. Good read by Davis to take one and just get what he could out of that one.
Yeah, I got a positive gain out of it. So it was a read there that he pulled it on the back there where he was reading the end and our outside linebacker. And so watched their movement and pulled it and took it himself. Did get a positive 2 to 3 out of it.
Brad, we need a good drive here. The momentum's with East Central. We need a couple first downs, keep moving the ball down the field.
Shotgun for Davis. Looking to throw over the middle. He goes for it again and nearly picked off that time as the pass was included for Chris Reed. But, man, that one, we're just lucky to have the football, guys.
Yeah, that was one of them that, it wasn't like some that we saw in the first half where the guys it was in their hands or close to them right there. That one wasn't, I don't know. Again, that wasn't anywhere near him.
No, and they're adjusting. They're adjusting to that pass. We'll have to run some different patterns, I believe.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 7. Clock is stopped with 12:03 to go here in the third quarter. East Central leads it 13-6. ICC on the drive here, working right to left on your radio dial for those listening on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. Davis is your quarterback. In the backfield with him is Sultan. Now he goes in motion. Davis dropping back to pass. Pressure over the middle. Pass is caught. And a big catch there as he was tattooed. The officials let that one go for a while, as that was number 84, Ethan Miner, hauling that one in. And, boy,
that doesn't go too long, Adam.
The officials must not know this is JUCO football. You let something go that long, you're asking for something bad to happen.
Good job by Miner. Tight end drug across the middle. Hung on to the pass. Another big first down.
So a clutch possession there as they move the chains for another first down here.
We need to get the running game going back again, Mr. Ingram. I mean, yes, I don't mind us going to the air, with the rain has kind of dipped off a little bit. We still got the wind. We need to get the running game going. We got to mix it in.
Davis out of the shotgun once again. Gets the snap. This time it's going to be a handoff in the backfield. That's going to be a give to number 21, Michael Allen, and he's able to go forward for a gain of 2 on the play.
Number 21, Michael Allen with the carry, tackled by number
So Indians mixing it up here, trying to march their way down the field.
Second down and 8, ICC.
So ICC looking to the sideline here, being a little bit more patient on the offensive side. 10:45 to go in the third quarter. East Central leading this one 13-6 here over the Indians. Rain has stopped, it appears. Davis out of the shotgun, taking a lot of time now, gets the snap. Drops back to throw, pressure coming up the middle. He's going to try to avoid it, throws downfield, and it's tipped in the air, intended for Reed that time. And one of those that probably just should have kept it and ran a little bit to pick up because he had a lot of green grass in front of him.
Yeah, tried to force it in there, and again, it did hit Reed there, or a defender. I couldn't tell from where we were at, but bounced up. It's one of those you hold your breath on, hope somebody's not there to intercept it.
So now it'll be a 3rd down and 8 situation here for the Indians. Another possession down. They've converted it twice on this drive and need to try to keep this one alive. The ball is at the 49 for the Indians. Davis alone in the backfield here, looking to throw. Over the middle, too tall, and it's tipped. And we've gone to that route a lot of times tonight, and it's been there a couple of times as that pass was intended for Trey Gunn, but, man, you –
and flag.
Yeah, flag down, but you cannot leave your wide receivers that hung out to dry over the middle. You just tip your cap to the simple fact they're trying to go up and catch the football.
Yeah, and it's almost –
Ooh, we called a break. 15-yard penalty against them.
Hand to the face for sure.
That's first down.
It's almost like the pass over the middle at times like that has gotten a little too much on it, Adam. You know, I mean, he's zipping it in there, and I think that's what Coach Ellington's talking to him about down there is, you can let off of it just a little bit. It's going to be hard for the receivers to pull those down. And so, he is zipping it in there pretty tough.
No, got to take advantage of this penalty. That's a huge penalty. We would be punting with the momentum in their favor, winning 13-6. Now we got a chance to go down the field and hopefully tie this thing up.
10-19 to go in the third quarter. Fresh set of downs. Handoff in the backfield. This is going to be to number 20. That's Jalen Sutton on the carry. Minimum pickup. But he does pick up some positive yardage there. Looks like a gain of actually a pretty good spot there. Pickup of 3 on the play.
Yeah, as much as we've gone to the air, Mr. Ingram, I'm surprised the run game hasn't opened up more than it has. And that's credit to East Central right there in the defense because they're playing good defense there. And us going to the air they've not relaxed any on the run. So good defense there by East Central tonight thus far.
ICC stacks receivers on both sides of the football. And it's going to be a give and able to fight. The fact that we got back to the line of scrimmage was impressive.
Yeah, I think he lost it.
They're actually, they're going to say.
Move him back, I think.
No, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage. So a gift for the Indians, if you will, because I thought that was a tackle for a loss. So another possession down here. 3rd down and 8. 9:14 to go here in the third quarter. East Central leading this one 13-6.
Brad, I think it's 4-down territory because we're inside their 35.
So Davis surveying the defense. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. You've got Sultan now going in motion to the high side of the field. Low snap. Davis loses it. Now it's just going to have to throw up, see if he can make something happen. And
is that a late hit?
Avoids disaster. And
yep.
Wow, are you kidding me? We get another break here?
We got another break. Another late hit on the quarterback.
Boy, if this goes against East Central, man, they have kept this drive alive for us. As that will be the 3rd straight penalty on 3rd down that results in a first down. Or do you say no flag?
No flag?
Waving it off. I was going to say, if they call that, if I was East Central, I would have to argue that one for sure because he was putting pressure on the quarterback, and the quarterback was throwing it away to get rid of it. And so a break there for East Central as that one could have went either way, and I can't argue against the fact that they did not call that one.
New quarterback in here, Adam.
So we do have a new quarterback, Tavion Falk, in the game, and he's coming in a tough situation on a 4th down and 8. Falk looking to the sideline. Now is going to change the play. Falk got action last week against Pearl River. Dual threat quarterback, a transfer out of LSU. Goes for the hard snap, doesn't get it. Now he's going to change it one more time. Can't see the play clock from my point of view.
Got plenty of time.
All right. As now Falk throws it over, and nearly intercepted again by East Central as he threw it into double coverage. Pass falls incomplete, and East Central bends but don't breaks. And now the ICC defense will have to come out and answer the bell here. Indians trail at 13-6 with 8:43 to go here in the third quarter.
It almost been better there had he intercepted it.
Yeah.
Right. No doubt.
So now to be 1st down and 10. This first down being brought to you by Sam's Town Market in Manatee. Appreciate Sam and all he does to support ICC. He's also the PA guy here for tonight's game. So 1st down and 10. And it's going to be a handoff and a nice tackle there in the open field by Jaden Walker. Guys, just got an injury report sent up to us from Coach Kirk, and it's a tough one. And we're going to be without number 99, Alex Larry, for the rest of the night. He's been a big anchor for us on that defensive front. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 now. 8:20 to go here in the third quarter. Looking to pass. Plenty of time. Throw over the middle. And was he sitting down when he caught that?
I know he was open over the middle. He was wide open.
Hopefully it's holding against them. Hopefully.
So flag down, and looks like they're going to pick this one up. No. Personal foul.
Shot block
on them. So, man, again, East Central, boy, I'm going to hate to be a Warriors player when the coach goes back and reviews this film. That's got to be their 10th or maybe even 11th penalty of the game, 10th penalty of the game. And they're going to be almost 100 yards just on penalties.
He was wide open over the middle right there. Again, defensively, we had a little too much cushion or had the wrong read on that. But he was wide open over the middle, Mr. Ingram.
2nd down and 24 now for the Warriors. They're looking to the sideline to get the play. A little confusion now as some players getting reset. Quarterback looking to the side. Now ICC checking their defense, and now East Central changing again. Snap, plenty of time to throw. Ball fakes, pressure coming from behind. Gets rid of the pass, is thrown over the middle and nearly picked off. In and out of the hands that time of Alex Dawkins as he made the diving attempt, just couldn't reel that one in. Methvin with the pressure on the backside.
Yeah, good job back there by Dawkins in center field, just kind of playing center field at the safety position. Did a good job reading and moving over, and almost picked up got the pick there. 3rd and long here, Mr. Ingram.
Got to get off the field.
So quarterback out of the shotgun, gets the snaps, going to set up the screen. And that's going to be one that Jaden Thompson would love to have back, as that was thrown right to him. He would have had a pick 6 there, but it does stop the play, or stops the drive, and sets up a Little Caesars punt. Guy, I mentioned it a while ago that was the 10th penalty. They have 10 penalties for 102 yards tonight due East Central.
That was one, you weren't watching it at home there, that had it in the backfield. So it was just almost right there in that position right there. That would have been a pick 6 for ICC. Close on that, but that does force a punt.
So Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Warriors. Snaps a little low, drops it.
Get the ball. Dropped it again.
And the Indians are going to recover the ball.
Got it on the 10, looks like, Mr. Ingram.
All right.
Brevin Warren with the fumble recovery, and ICC set up nicely here. Indians will have it 1st and 10 from the 11, so they can pick up the first down without the touchdown. But, guys, that was the big turnover the Indians have been looking for.
Yeah, he fumbled the snap once and then tried to pick it up, couldn't get it back up, fumbled it again. ICC took advantage of it, Mr. Ingram.
Run the football. See if we can run the football on them right here. We got
Falk
back in the quarterback. Got good legs.
Falk comes in at quarterback, as you mentioned. To his left is going to be Foster, the running back for the Indians. ICC trying to get 13-6, and it's going to be a handoff to Foster. He's going to try to lower his head. He gets a shove from that offensive line, and a nice surge there inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. We're to be 2nd and 7.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7.
So the guys, the Indians, they've had opportunities. They have got to punch it in here.
Yeah, definitely. Again, the rain stopped, so Etowama's got an opportunity. Falk in at quarterback. They just swapped out tailbacks there. I think 20 came in, so that is.
Yeah, that's Sultan coming into the game. It also has 2 in the backfield, so Foster stays in as well. And they're going to flip-flop sides here. As Falk still your quarterback in the shotgun. Now man goes in motion. So does the up back, and this is going to be Falk, and that's going to be motion on the Indians. So
motion.
2 guys in motion at the same time. So a tough break there for the Indians. Would have picked it up and moved it down to about the 3, but the flag will negate the play here. So that is the call. Illegal shift on the Indians. Be a 5-yard penalty. And so we back it out now to the 13-yard lines. Can still get the first down. Got to get down to 1.5, 2-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 now for the Indians. So, man, tough penalty there for ICC. Instead of being a 3rd down and 2, now being a 2nd down and 12. Falk, the quarterback. He's got Sultan to the left of him. Man in motion, that's going to be Zay Davis going to the top of your screen. It's going to be a hand up the middle, battling forward, and the Indians just pushing forward, still pushing forward down to the 5. Actually mark him down to 6. But let's give credit where credit's due, as that was 45, and that's the one that changes his number back and forth. That's going to be Bryce Cressman coming in and making the play. He basically picked him up and carried him a couple of yards.
He did. He kept pushing him.
Yeah, good pickup right there. So that makes it a 3rd and 5. So much easier here on 3rd down to pick up the first down if you don't get it in the end zone, Mr. Ingram.
Got to get it across the 2-yard line for that first down. Falk, the quarterback. Zay Davis once again going in motion to the top of your screen. It's going to be a give to the running back, and that was just a great play in the backfield. Tripped him up, as that was number 45 for East Central. That was Devin Whitaker. We've called him his name a couple of times tonight in some crucial situations.
They're going to kick it.
Got to have a good snap. Got to have a good kick here, guys. It's just.
And so Burciaga will come on to kick it here. This is going to be a 22-yard attempt. He was just wide left on a 47-yard attempt. Snaps a little high. The kick is up, and the kick
we need that. That's
is good. Big answer there. The Indians get points on the board, but they still trail this one 13-9. 5:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back as the chop blaring throughout Eaton Field here. ICC scores on a 22-yard field goal by Eli Burciaga. Makes it a 13-9 lead now in favor of East Central. 5:15 to go. ICC to kick off this Guarantee Bank kick here. Kicking right to left on your radio dial to East Central. Awaiting the kick. He puts a foot into this one. It's popped up, so it's going to be a shallow kick. Fair catch is taken, and the ball is going to be at the 27-yard line is where he caught it. They're actually going to mark it at the – move it up here. He's standing at the 28, so they give him a bonus yard there. So it'll be 1st down and 10 here after the turnover by East Central. The defense stood strong, kept ICC, and held them to a 22-yard field goal. 13-9 is the score. 5:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. East Central with the lead. Now with the football working left to right on your radio dial. Quarterback looks like he was going to try to throw this one back. Now wants to get out and run. Still trying to make something happen. Wow. And, the Indians catch a break there. And was he not past the line of scrimmage, though? He ran forward a good bit. It was close that
Very
time,
close.
but luckily a drop pass or that would have been a big gain.
Yeah, he threw it behind him. Of course, he was rolling out, and the pressure was on him. So the ICC was definitely putting the pressure on him. But those safeties sitting back there and the DBs back there, he just kind of slipped in there and was able to almost fit it in there, Mr. Ingram.
Shout out to ICC alum Dennis Ferris watching the game. He really enjoys listening to you two guys. As there's a pass over the middle, hit hard, and that's going to go for a first down. But Mr. Dennis saying you guys are better than most NFL commentators.
We appreciate those kind words. He might be exaggerating a little bit, but we appreciate the kind words.
1st and 10 now. Handoff to East Central.
I believe him.
Nice blocking and a good pickup there on the play. And East Central starting to pick it up in chunks, guys.
Yeah, and they're picking it up here where they're picking the pace up and obviously trying to go quick here.
Gain of 7, so it'll be 2nd down and 3. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Handoff again. Surge forward. The ball come free. Do the Indians have it?
Indians say yes. Officials.
Give us the ball. Come on.
And
yes,
ICC football. Another fumble recovered by the Indians. Guys, East Central is trying to gift wrap this thing for us.
Is that their 5th turnover?
It's going to be
the 7th of the game and the 5th on them.
That is their 5th. That's 6, 7. Yeah, so 7. I've got that as their 5th fumble. 5 loss, 6 total.
Oh my!
That is if the stats hadn't updated yet.
I wish y'all would get it right.
They've had a lot. Let's just put it that way.
So ICC gets it back now. 4:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. Another turnover by East Central. Falk still your quarterback. And it's going to be a give up the middle.
Good,
That's going to be a nice run there by Allen. Solid pickup there on 1st down. No, can't confirm this or not. Don't know if Michael is kin to Dr. J. Allen, the president here at the college, or not. But looking like Dr. Allen back in his athletic days.
That's right.
Good job by the offensive line on that play right there. They opened up a good hole, did good blocking up front, kept East Central in front of them. They weren't able to penetrate. And so excellent job there on 1st down on that run to make it a short 2nd.
Guys, that last fumble by East Central was their 5th fumble that they've lost tonight. They've had a total of 6.
Unbelievable.
And they're going to say his knee was down about a yard shy.
Okay.
So it will be a 3rd down and 1 situation. A lot you can do here in this 3rd down and 1. 3:53 to go here in the 3rd quarter. East Central leading it 13-9 over ICC here on a sloppy night in Fulton. Falk, your quarterback, checks the play, now looks to the sideline. In the backfield with him is still Allen. 2 receivers on the far side of the field. And it's going to be a give up the middle, and I don't think he got it, guys. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a half a yard gain that time. So it's going to be decision-making time here for the Indians.
It's close.
And it's going to be 4th and no gain.
I say you go forward. He keeps it this time. Don't give it to the running back. Keep the ball run around the end.
And so it will be a 4th and it's going to be a long one. You've got to get it beyond the hash mark of the 42. You almost want to call it 1.5. So Indians going for it here on 4th down. Falk calls for the snap. Now we'll check things up. Looks to the sideline to reset the play. In the backfield with him is Sultan. Bobble on the snap. Sultan goes forward, and it's going to be close.
I think he got it.
And no signal yet. And they're going to
he
say
just
1st down.
got it.
Not by a
Close.
lot. By about a half a football does he get that 1st down conversion on 4th down. So the Indians keep the drive alive as the ball officially now marked at the 41. Falk stays in at quarterback. And this time East Central ready for that one. Man, Falk should have kept that one.
When is he going to keep it? I don't know. I don't understand.
As Sultan is going to be a loss of 4 on the play. And so now it'll be 2nd down and 14. Man, guys, if he keeps that one, there's a lot of green grass in front of him. And Falk's got some wheels on him, so really surprised he opted to hand that one off.
Yeah, the first play in the last game against Pearl River that he did, pulled it and kept it and got a good gained good yardage.
And now he's looking to throw and just throws that one away. It looks like he's all out of sorts right now. Wanted to run, and then the defender came up and released on the wide receiver, and all he had to do was kind of plant his feet and just lob that one forward, but instead sends that one about a yard deep out of bounds.
Well, again, in my opinion, you still could have run.
Yeah.
Had green grass in front of him with the legs he's got. Definitely could have taken off and run, and obviously picked up a heck of a lot more yardage.
Big down, guys. 3rd and 14, Adam. Minute 30 left in the third quarter. We're down 13-9.
Falk sends a man in motion. Bobbles the snap. Pressure coming. Avoids it. Now looking to throw, and will step into one. Airs it out. Downfield. Jump ball. Is it caught?
No.
Nope. Incomplete that time. Trey Gunn, the simple fact that Trey had a chance to make that play was impressive. But as you mentioned, a flag down here. The flag is right around the 48, and looks like this one may be going against ICC.
And they'll decline it.
Holding is the call. And that will be declined. It will be a 4th down situation here, so Indians just can't get anything going. They've had some opportunities tonight, but this offense has sputtered, and it'll be another Little Caesars punt coming up here, and the Indians need to get a good one off here. Got a late substitution coming onto the field now here for the Indians on this punting situation. This is Carson Langford back to punt. Gets a good snap. Puts a nice foot into it.
Fair catch.
Fair catch taken, and it's going to be at the 13-yard line as where East Central will have it. And, guys, the Indians have had their opportunities, but the offense MIA right now.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what else to say, but, yeah, that's defense has helped out and done their job, picked up some turnovers, big turnovers as need be, but just can't get anything going on offense. Got to find that spark on offense.
No doubt. Defense got to step up. They've done this all year. Got to continue.
That last fumble recovered was Oral Gray for the Indians, his 2nd of the night. That note coming from Coach Kirk, and what a run. My goodness. That was just impressive, as that was Tyler Arrington twisting, turning, spinning, and going forward for a positive gain that time of about 15. And not really for sure. So a player's helmet came off, so we're going to have to send him to the sideline.
Yeah, but it was an excellent run, as you mentioned, Adam. Had a lot of contact back there, never could wrap him up, bring him down. He just kept going and got the first down.
13-9 is the score. East Central with the football, working left to right on your radio dial. They have the lead. 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Handoff. Arrington gets to the outside and is being tripped up, and there's going to be a flag coming in, and Brad says he saw it as a hold.
Take the penalty. Make it 1st and 20.
As they're going to talk this one over here. And
good job by Zay Dilworth to come up and make the tackle, though.
And that is the case. Holding is going to be the call there. Coach Kirk saying holding on the tight end, coming off the end there, so that will back them up. Long night of football here. And we appreciate those that have tuned in since the pregame show back at 6:30 and the kickoff at 7.
That was tonight, right?
It was.
It's tonight.
Earlier this week.
We're still in tonight. That was tomorrow.
As the clock winding down here on the third quarter, East Central will have it. It'll be 1st and 20 here for the Warriors. Snap, it's a good one. Pressure coming, now forces him out of the pocket, and the Indians make the sack.
Quarterback sack for a loss on the play by number 11, Jaden Walker.
Jaden Walker has played well tonight. A big-time sack there by Walker, and that will end the third quarter of play. So it will be a 3rd down and extremely long to go when we come back to start the fourth quarter. 13-9, ICC trailing East Central. Don't go anywhere, folks. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome
New traditions, sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, ready, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter of play here. The ball is going to be on the 15-yard line, where it's going to be second down and, what is that, 29, 24?
29 is what
28, 100. Second down and a long way. So this is where ICC's defense could really help the offense, guys. We talked about it. The offense has been searching for some identity tonight, and they hadn't been able to find it. But credit East Central's defense. They have been tough this season.
Well, oddly, ICC had a little more identity on offense when it was raining.
Yeah.
We did. We did.
So a lot of confusion on the field right now as substitution coming in now for the Indians. Official put the ball in play. East Central now working right to left on your radio dial for those listening on Super Talk Mississippi. Play action, pass over the middle is caught and still on his feet.
Got the first down.
Ball loose, and the Indians
loose.
pick it up. Fumble number
call it dead. He didn't call it dead.
6.
Call another break.
As the Indians come up with another turnover. That is the 8th turnover of the night. 6th fumble of the night. They fumbled 7 times, have lost 6 of them. But, guys, the problem is ICC has not been able to cash in on half of these turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, the offense has failed to capitalize on the turnovers, and that's what's hurt us, where in East Central's come out shining, if you could say shining in any moment like that when you have turnovers. But hopefully ICC will capitalize here.
Falk, still your quarterback. Give is going to be number 20 for the Indians.
That's a way to run.
And that's, as you said it, Jim, a big boy run there out of Sultan. So a big run there by Sultan. 14:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. ICC trailing East Central 13-9. That was a gain of 6 that time by Sultan.
All right. Quarterback keep the ball this time, Brad. What do you think?
He hasn't done it yet.
So second down and 4. Indians quick to the line. Now we'll look to the sideline to get the play. Falk is still your quarterback. He'll go back with 2 running backs on each side of him. Now Foster in motion towards the bottom of your screen. Give is going to be a long running back in the backfield. He's hit, stacked up, and gets out to the 30. And that's going to be close to a first down there.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's going to be
So
yep.
3rd and inches, if you will. 3rd and 1 coming up here. And as crazy as this sounds, guys, no, they're going to say first down.
Oh, my goodness. We'll take it.
We'll take it for sure. I thought, if anything, they would have to measure it before saying first down. They had to get across the 30 for the first down. The nose of the football is shy of the 30. So, little Pearl River spot there for us. So, first down and 10 here for the Indians. Falk staying in at quarterback. This time he loads up to throw and had that right there nearly been picked off. It was intended for Zay Davis, but, guys, he had Chris Reed on that backside wide open.
Well, and they had good coverage on him. They were right on his heels, and so they made a good defensive play, and that's the reason why the ball bounced out with a great defensive play there. Could have been intercepted, but you're right. Other side, with the other receiver there, Chris Reed, did not take a look at him, and probably wishing he should have.
13:21 to go now. ICC is going to keep it on the ground. It's going to be a handoff this time, and that's going to be Jalen Foster. And now just a little bit of a rugby scrum as he's going to push him forward on the play. And Foster goes forward for a minimum gain.
2 yards, 3rd and 8.
So it's going to be a third eight. As Jim mentioned, a 3rd down and 8 situation coming up here. Still a lot of time left in this one. 12:50 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Falk stays in at quarterback. They're going to stack up receivers on both sides of the football. Goes for the hard snap count. East Central doesn't bite on it. ICC moving left to right here on your radio dial with a 3rd down and 8 situation. They trail it 13-9 with now 12.5 to go in the contest. Falk changing the play. He's got to hurry up here. Just gets the snap off, drops back, and now he wants to run. and tries to cut back inside, but the turf
gain.
monster, as that'll be no gain on the play. It's one of those, you got to know the field is wet here. Just cut upfield and don't try to dance. And that time, lost his footing, no gain on the play. 4th and 8 now.
Been waiting on him to do it, and he lost his footing, sadly. But, again, he's dangerous back there with his legs.
A dry field, he probably does pick up the first down.
Agreed.
So now it's going to be 4th and 8 here. Indians with the football. East Central has bailed out ICC in a couple of these situations tonight with some unfortunate penalties, but there's going to be a bad snap. Falk gets it. Going to try to get to the outside, and that snap never made it back to the quarterback. So a loss on the play, and East Central comes up with the stop, and again, ICC cannot cash in on another turnover. Guys, the Indians have got to find something on offense.
Yeah, right now they're stagnant. There's nothing. I mean, and again they they had more offense in the first half
They did.
than this.
When it was raining hard and we were throwing the ball around the field, and got to find a way to get off the field here. Defense might have to win it for us. Just might have to win it for us.
Sims is back in at quarterback now for East Central. 1st down and 10. East Central sending a man in motion. And it's going to be a handoff looking to get to the outside, and that should be a hold on the end, but no call. As that time it was number 9 for ICC. Colin Dunn trying to get to the tackle, but got pulled away from it. But Arrington does pick up a solid pickup there on 1st down. Gain of 4, so it'll be 2nd down and 6 now here for the Warriors. Warriors surprisingly in a hurry-up mode as they air this one to the sideline and just finds the zone that ICC was not in there. And that'll move the chains for another 1st down. Well, good job by the receiver to float back and find that dead zone between the defenders. And now East Central trying to rush things up here as now they have the ball across the 50 down to the 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff gets through the first wave of attack by the Indians. And then we've got some pushing and shoving going on afterwards.
Oh, we're getting ready to get a flag if he doesn't
The
watch
player
it.
from East Central grabbed the ICC's player's face mask, and it was right there in front of the referee, and he jerked on the face mask, and no penalty, so the officials say let it play. 2nd and 8, East Central passes it out to the flat. Oh, nice move to make a miss, but the Indians clean it up there on the other end. Well, that was a beautiful move to at least cut it down to a loss of only 1 on the play. So now to be a 2nd down and a short 9, long 8.
Yeah, 3rd.
3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd and 8. Clock running, coming up on 10 minutes, 13-9. East Central up on the Indians.
So possession down here. Indians defense needs to find a way to get off the field. East Central gets the snap, looking to throw. Sims over the middle. Pass intercepted again. What a hit.
Rousey, great hit by Rousey, free safety.
Yeah, the young man from East Central is still down, rightfully so. That was about a clean hit as possible. Let's look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay here. My goodness, Rousey put him on a highlight reel there.
Yeah, he was open. Again, I say open for that minute, that moment right there. Rousey coming in with the big hit that jarred the football out, and luckily we were there to pick it up. And, some of that's tough right there for them. Again, another turnover. We got to take advantage, Mr. Ingram.
That was Eggerson on the interception after that nasty hit by Rousey. But as you guys said, the offense hasn't been able to do anything in the second half. As this pass is bobbled, but Reed reels it in and gets down to the 50-yard line. 13-9, ICC trailing East Central to the Indians. Have some magic left in them late in the contest. Gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 now here for the Indians. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he tried to cut and again trips up that time, but it is good enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, it's going to move the chains. ICC picks up a big 1st down right there. That's going to be huge momentum right there, and they need this spark, so they just got to keep it going.
Indians trying to go with a little bit more hustle now, if you will, on the offensive end. This time a give right up the middle, and that's going to be, I believe, is that still going to be Allen on the carry?
Yes.
It is. Allen on the carry. And that's going to be a gain of 2, so it'll be a 2nd down and 8 situation here for the Indians. Guys, I mean, not only do they have 9 turnovers, they also have 11 penalties for 109 yards. And then just a bad snap, and ICC is going to wisely fall on top of it, and a late hit.
We called a break.
We called a break. I'm with you, Mr.
That guy didn't know he didn't have the ball.
Yep.
And if that stays, that helps.
Yeah, ICC catching a big-time break there. I was thinking the same thing right as you said it. It was one of those situations he didn't know who had the ball or if he was going to pick it up and try to run with it, and they came in and hit the quarterback, and possibly had it been anybody other than the quarterback, they might have not thrown the flag, but the Indians going to catch another break here in this one.
That's automatic first down, isn't it?
It was after the play.
Yeah, dead ball. So it does not.
Well, it should be a personal foul. It should be first down. Should be in the chain gain. Now they will move. Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'll give them credit. The line judge across the way double checked to make sure that was the right call before moving them, and so now ICC will have it 1st and 10 at the 40, trailing this one 13-9. Looking to pass, and it drops the football, and it's still loose on the turf, and East Central recovers. Well, the Indians dodged a bullet on the previous play, but then can't do so there. As Falk was getting ready to throw, the ball slipped out of his hands, and East Central recovers it.
Yeah, Falk took the snap, and, of course, kind of a read there and pulled the hand off and was looking like he was going to, throw the ball, and the ball just slipped out of his hands.
And so the turnover gives it back now to East Central with 8:32 to go in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10. The ball is going to be at the 46-yard line. East Central was trying to rush things on their previous drive, see if they get a little bit more methodical here and start working some of this clock. Up 13-9 now in the 4th quarter with 8:32 to go. So waiting the snap. Quarterback gets it. He's looking to throw. Plenty of time. Pressure coming over the middle. And that's the reason why you don't throw that pass high over the middle.
Yeah, and he's going to feel that one in the morning. And
that's still that young man that got hit last time on that interception.
Yeah, he's still feeling it over there.
That is Elijah Singleton.
Yeah, they're going to have an injury timeout.
Yeah, injury time on the field. Let's take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, out of that injury timeout. We were talking about it during the break. Elijah Singleton, he was the same guy that got hit by Rousey that jarred the ball loose. It turned into an interception. And then it was Dilworth that tattooed him there on a legal hit as he was stretched out in the air. Didn't lead with his crown of his helmet or his helmet at all. Just hit him hard. So credit Singleton for just having the moxie to come back in the game and absorb 2 monster hits there. 2nd down and 10. It is going to be a handoff here, and the Indians make a stop.
Yeah, good tackle right there in the backfield. Looks like that was Jaden Walker, too.
He had room. If Walker doesn't make that play, he's got 6 or 7 yards. Great play by Jaden.
Yeah, great play by Jaden. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Got to get off the field here. 8 minutes left in the ball game. East Central 13, ICC 9.
So East Central will come back to the line of scrimmage here. 8 minutes on the clock. Jim mentioned 13-9. East Central with the lead over your Indians. Snap. Looking for the throw. Pressure coming over the middle. Loads up, throws downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Okay.
Any flags?
No flags. If they would have thrown one, you couldn't really argue, as that time it was Zach Pratt who had his back turned to the ball. I guess they're going to say it was uncatchable, is what they're going to try to say in that situation. So it'll be a 4th and 10. A Little Caesars punt coming up here as Thompson, their dangerous return man, back for the Indians. Guys, now would be an opportune time for a bad snap. Coach Andy Kirk,
no doubt,
saying the middle of that field's getting eat up big time here as it's sloppy. Snap's a good one. Kick is away.
Good kick. Let it go.
And it's going to go
Get in, yeah.
Into the end zone. Barely. But it does go into the end zone, so ICC will get it after the touchback. Let's hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back as the chop echoing through Eaton Field here. ICC with the football, trailing 13-9 with 7:38 to play. Falk is going to keep it this time, tries to get around the end, but good defense by the Warriors. Knocks him down at the 20, so no gain on the play. Well, right now, East Central is just daring ICC to beat them with the throw.
Yeah, definitely. They really, of course, they haven't seen Falk yet connect on anything deep at that point like Ty did.
And this is going to be a give to number 21 for the Indians. It's going to go forward for a gain of about 6 on the play. That's going to be Allen on the carry. So let's bring up a 3rd down and 4 situation now coming up here for the Indians. Possession down here, 6:53 to go in the 4th quarter. Still a lot of time, but not a whole lot of time, guys.
You're right. And both teams have all 3 timeouts, but, Adam, we need a couple first downs here. Need to get a good, substantial drive. Keep our defense off the field. They've been on the field a lot in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
Yeah, well, look for Minor. Minor's in the slot right here. Be good if we're going to throw one. I'd look for Minor.
So the Indians making some adjustments now. Gets the snap. Pressure coming, and that's where they're going to go with it. But did he halt? Did he catch it? No, he's going to say he did not, as he had to go low to the ground. Credit the delayed blitz there to really throw the Indians off. They were looking for Minor. It was there, but the blitz forced him to throw it low. And now to be another Little Caesars punt coming up here.
Number 1, Elijah Singleton will be back to return.
Guys, I don't have the numbers from the first half to the second half, but it's not a lot.
No, our offense in the second half has not done well, and I'm being nice when I say that.
You are.
Langford's going to put a foot into this one.
Good punt.
No pressure. Brought that time by East Central. A fair catch is taken, and it's going to be right about the 38-yard line is where East Central will have it on a 1st down and 10 with 6:14 to go in the contest. East Central leading this one 13-9.
Brad, the defense helped us win the first 2 games, and they've kept us in this 3rd and 4th quarter. Maybe they can win the game with a turnover here.
Going to have to find something, that's for sure. So East Central will have it. And guys, you got to imagine they'll be a little bit more patient on offense as now they do switch back to Tucker at quarterback. Keeps it on the ground.
Good job.
And the Indians stack it up, and a nice play there by the Indians. So that was number 4 on the carry. That's Legion.
Lucius on a good tackle, guys.
Good to see him back in the contest as he was shaken up earlier tonight, as again East Central being patient.
Rightfully so.
Yep.
Trying to melt a little clock off.
13-9, East Central with the lead. 5:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. Had to reach out and grab the snap. Now they're going to step into the throw. Is complete to the 50. Spinning and missing a tackle. The Indians can't make the play in a huge catch and run there, as that was Dukes that reels that one in. He gets the ball out to the 35.
Big first down for them. On our 35-yard line, clock running, 5 minutes, 15 seconds. East Central up 13-9, got a first down on our 35.
Yeah, found a hole in that zone defense right there, just kind of slipped in it and sat there, and they found him and hit him.
So 1st and 10 is the situation here. Dropping back to pass, looking to go deep, nothing there. The Indians going to wrap him up and get the sack.
Quarterback sack for a loss on the play by number 11,
Jaden Walker.
Called his name a lot tonight, guys.
No
He has
doubt.
looked good.
Yeah, he came in, too, first in the MACCC with 3 sacks tonight, tied for 4th in the NJCAA.
So it'll be second down and
15. They're taking their time, Adam. Like I said, 4.5 minutes in the ball game. They got the lead with the ball.
And ICC still has all 3 timeouts.
Correct. That helps us.
It's going to be a handoff to the running back in the backfield. Just follows his blockers and a big gain there. That's just on the offensive line winning the battle, guys.
Yeah, good job of blocking, as I was going to say, up front for East Central right there. Great gain right there. It is going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
But this could be even 4-down territory for East
There's no
Central.
doubt. This is a big, big play here, guys. 4 minutes left in the ball game, 3rd and 6. We got to get off the field.
As Jim mentioned, 3rd down and 6 here. Looking to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, tipped around, and incomplete. Nearly picked off by the Indians. A lot of jawing going on there after the play, and it's one of those you don't tell your guys, hey, settle that down. We ain't got time for that. You don't want to get a stupid penalty to give them the 1st down, and looks like they are going to stay with the ball on the field, or offense on the field.
Why not?
May just let it run down, then take a timeout and talk about it.
That might not be bad either on their end, but why not if you're them, Mr. Ingram?
Yeah.
I mean, we hadn't proven that we can do anything on offense. And they could potentially get the 1st down if they go for it on 4th.
And that's going to be the case here. 4th down and 6 is the situation. 3:50 to go in this one. Throw over the middle, and the pass is caught and complete. Stiff arm, and it's going to get it down inside the 5.
Wide open out there.
Yep. Just once again, just finding the hole in the zone that time. A good job by the receiver. Plenty of protection to allow the quarterback to have time to throw. And East Central looking to put this one away here if they can find a way to score. ICC's defense has got to step up big. Handoff. Oh, he slips down, but does get a gain of 1 on the play.
Got to step up here, guys. This is big.
2nd and goal is the call. A whistle and a timeout taken here by the Indians. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Max Home, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Samstown Market in Manatee, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and from donations to the Sports Information Department Indian Club from viewers like you. High school seniors, make your plans to join us September the 26th for Fall Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Come see what all ICC has to offer you and your future from faculty members within the programs of your interest. Get free admission to the football game, and 2 lucky seniors will compete for a $1,000 scholarship during halftime. Registration is open now at iccms.edu/preview days. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. Welcome back out of the timeout. 3:09 to go here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal now for East Central. Handoff up the middle, and a tackle made by ICC, but another positive gain now as the ball is going to go down to about the 2-yard line, as that was number 4, Lygen, on the carry there for East Central. So to be a 3rd down and goal, the ball is going to be at the 2. We've seen the Indians make a stop here before, and guys, you got to figure this is going to be 4-down territory in this situation for East Central. Give again up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. He tried to stretch it out.
They just said touchdown?
No.
Okay.
Well, they're going to give him a friendly spot here as his knees went to the ground before he stretched out. And the stop is going to be at the 1. It's actually going to be inside the 1. It's going to be a timeout taken by ICC. It's going to be at the half-yard line, if you will. We'll keep it here, guys, and well, I tell you what, it's going to be 4th and goal inside the 1. The Indians got to find a way to stop. This could be your ball game on this next play.
Yeah, I mean they can kick it here and make it a 7-point affair, or like you say, they can go for the jugular here and knock it out with a touchdown.
Brad, they're going to go for it, I think, because, field goal, they go by 16-9, but they got to kick the ball off. If they don't make it here, we don't have any timeouts. We got to go 99 yards, and we haven't proven that tonight to go 99 yards.
Especially this second half.
No.
I'm going to be interested to see. I wish I would have wrote down the stats at halftime to see what our offensive numbers have been. But right now, just looking on them, ICC has had this is just going to make you sick, me reading you this. ICC has had 63 total plays of offense for 198 yards. East Central 46 for 196.
So they are lining up to go for this.
They're going for it. Come on, guys. Come up with a play. Maybe somebody get a helmet on the ball.
Well, the Indians got to get people off the field as they've got too many people. It looks like ICC. Are they going to burn a timeout here? Nope.
No, they just said it.
East Central's going to get it, and they're going to stack it up, and that's going to go in the end zone, and that'll do it. Second effort got it into the end zone there on the surge, and East Central scores. A late show of the touchdown, but it is a touchdown on the half-yard run, so credit a 1-yard touchdown run. A little bit of a bush push. Yeah, that hurts coming from a Notre Dame fan. Got him into the end zone.
Well, guys, give East Central credit because
they're a second-half team, and
and they've had I'm not sure, but I think 8 turnovers, and we have not taken advantage of those, Adam.
We have not. 19-9 is the score, waiting the extra point here. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 20-9, East Central with the lead. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 20-9 is the score. East Central with a 1-yard touchdown run it's not impossible, but highly improbable for the Indians to come back in this one, trailing by 11 here with 2:22 to go. But it's the MACCCC. Crazy things do happen in this league. Getting ready for a Guaranteed Bank kickoff here by East Central. It's got to start with a good return here, guys.
No, it's got to be a good return, and maybe running all the way back would really help right now.
And it's going to be a little pop-up kick here for ICC, taking it at the 19-yard line, and it's going to be hit and dropped around the 30. And again, a lot of extra stuff going on after the play, and good job by the referee to jump between them and send them to their sidelines. So it'll be first down and 10 here for the Indians. 20-9 is the score in favor of East Central. And, guys, I'm going to assume that Ty Davis is hurt because he has not come back in at all since being hit in the third. As Falk staying in at quarterback. 3 receivers on the far side of the field, 2 here on the near side. Falk stepping back, getting ready to pass. Over the middle. Pass is complete. Trying to get upfield and will do so. Wisely gets out of bounds as that's Zay Davis on the reception.
Yeah, they'll let us have those all day.
They will.
Guys, getting a report that Ty is not available. Wow, that was a loud whistle. Did the ICC take a timeout?
No, the 2-minute timeout.
Oh, 2-minute timeout. So, 2-minute timeout on the field. Let's take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Welcome back out of the timeout. 2 minutes to go here in the contest. ICC trailing it 20-9 here to East Central. Falk, the quarterback, in the shotgun. 5 receivers wide here for the Indians. 3 on one side, 2 on another. And they're just going to keep giving up that middle of the field there as it's complete to Davis. And he goes for the first down and gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, like I say, same pass there. This over the middle. They're going to give us that short pass. It's not a big chunk. It's not 20 yards or plus on that. They're going to give us that. They're going to allow us to have it. Your backers are dropped back.
And now it's going to be a rush here by Falk, and he's going to dive forward. A solid pickup there. And looks like it's going to be enough for another first down, a gain of 12 on the play.
You're only rushing 3 right here, Mr. Ingram, is all they're doing. Everybody else is dropped back, so they're willing to give us everything right there in the middle.
And that time just leads it too far for Zay Davis, and the linebacker put a hit on him that Davis didn't necessarily care for, but it wasn't a malicious hit.
Right.
It was just coming up and breaking up the pass. So nice job there by Dillard, and now it'll be a 2nd down and 10 situation coming up here for the Indians. Well, as Brad mentioned, they're giving them anything short, just not want to give up anything deep to let them score quickly here. And now a timeout taken by East Central on the field. 1:42 to play here. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, out of that timeout taken by East Central, 20-9. The Warriors with the lead over the Indians here, 1:42 to go in the contest. Indians have got to strike quickly to see if they can possibly have an onside attempt to see if they can get back in this contest. 5 wide here for Falk, dropping back to throw, steps up in the pocket, has a man open in the flats, and then just left it short.
Yeah, again, they're not going to give anything deep here. So, I mean, he did step up in the pocket and, of course, had plenty of room to run as well, but the pass would definitely stop the clock, so that was his best option there. But they're not giving out anything deep here. Anything short, they're going to give up, and then they're going to make the tackle, keep it in front of them.
Minute 37 left in the ball game, 20-9 East Central.
3rd down and 10, ICC trying to get out of the pocket. Falk dancing around and still scrambling, and he's going to be hit and dropped. And it's going to be a minimal pickup there. Now ICC is going to have to rush back, and it's going to be about a 4th down and 6 situation here. Give him credit for a gain of 5, so 4th down and 5. Falk looking to throw. He's got a man over the middle, finally throws it to him. It's Davis. Davis has got to get that first down.
He didn't get it.
And Davis just not aware of where he was on the field that time, and credit East Central as they were able to come up with the stop, and ICC is going to be about a yard short, so it'll be a turnover on down, and now East Central is going to be able to kneel their way to victory here. Remind everybody, stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report, as this one is all but final here, and, well, not going to be a lot to talk about in the post-game report, especially in the second half of this one. 1:09 to go here as ICC is going to drop their first game of the season. As East Central, we talked about it, the second half football team proving that to be true tonight. They lead at 20-9 with 1:09 to go here in the contest. And they are going to snap it back, take the knee. Good show of sportsmanship there between both teams as they basically just stand up and basically just nod their way, say, yes, okay. As now the quarterback from East Central, having to be backed up by his own teammates here, has had a little bit to say to the Indians football team. Now with 45 seconds to play. Again, stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report, as we'll talk about this one and look ahead of next week. And, guys, it don't get much easier next week.
No, it doesn't. I know we'll talk about that here shortly, and we'll get to that. There's another kneel right there. That should do it.
That'll do it as they'll set the play clock with 27 seconds to play. East Central is going to come in and dominate the second half over the Indians and pick up a 20-9 win here over ICC. We'll take a break and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report from Fulton right after this.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
High school seniors, make your plans to join us September the 26th for Fall Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Come see what all ICC has to offer you and your future from faculty members within the programs of your interest. Get free admission to the football game, and 2 lucky seniors will compete for a $1,000 scholarship during halftime. Registration is open now at iccms.edu/preview days. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Welcome to the pasta party.
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions,
Now let's go and keep going.
sharing old stories. Homemade pasta
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
and a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
This is a commercial for a Little Caesars large pepperoni thin crust pizza for $7.99.
Oh, a thin crust commercial.
Bingo! Those toppings go right to the edge.
Take me to the edge.
Listen to that crunch and check out that cheesy, crispy crust.
All for $7.99?
Exactamundo. $7.99 for the pizza that everyone wants to get their hands or claws on.
Sorry, claws?
Walk in and walk out with a large, hot and ready thin crust for $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And at the end of the night, it's a tale of 2 quarters. ICC, well, didn't come out of the locker room in the second half, guys. I think would be the best way to describe it. Unofficial numbers here, I think we end up with maybe 60 yards, 65 yards of offense in the second half. East Central takes care of business and picks up the 20-9 win.
No doubt about it, Adam. They deserve to win the game. We talked about it off the air. Give credit where credit's due. We get 8 we're probably plus 4 or 5 on turnovers. They have 8 turnovers. They have over 100 yards penalties, and they still find a way to dominate the second half and win the ball game. No fluke. East Central deserved this victory tonight. They outplayed us drastically in the second half. We got to improve, and I hope we will.
Well, it started before the second half, if we really want to get honest. It started with that Hail Mary right there to end the first half. It kind of took the wind out of our sails, as rightfully so, because, defense hadn't given up anything really. And then you had the Hail Mary and you got the pick six. That's what, and one of them they missed the extra point. One of them they didn't.
It's 13 points.
So it's 13 points,
and that's not on the defense, really.
That's right. You take 13 away. That's 9-7. Now, is that make Coach Macon happy? 9-7? No. Is that a win? Yes. Also, you go back to the field goal.
We'll be up 9-0. Yeah.
That's right. And then of course there was an opportunity that with us. Now, granted, it was sloppy conditions. Yes, but we missed the when they were snapping the ball back for us to kick a field goal. Missed those. Had a couple of opportunities there, but I guarantee you. I will. I'll guarantee you. The coaching staff will not sleep tonight for Itawamba, and they're going to look at the penalties, which I know Adam will talk about here shortly, the penalties that East Central gave them, as well as the those penalty yards and the turnovers. And you combine both of those with what was given to Itawamba, Mr. Ingram, that is where that coaching staff goes in there sick at their stomach. It's tough. That's the tough one to swallow, because when Adam covers it, you win those games. When you see the turnovers and you see the penalty and the penalty yardage, you win those games.
It's not only 12 penalties. 4 or 5 of them are 15-yard penalties.
Exactly.
Personal foul penalties where It flipped the field. It's third down, and we just couldn't take advantage of it.
And people, I'm telling you, normally, this is one of those anomalies. They do not lose. These people do not lose these football games when you have these stats that he's going to go over here in a minute. And I'm telling you, it's probably going to be a little shocking to all. And it will be, again, Coach Macon, he'll see all that, and I'm sure he probably knows it all already. Not going to make for a happy situation. And now, they're not thinking about it right now. But what's worse, in a sense, if we want to talk about it, yes, we do flip around. Our next opponent is a North opponent. We did come out of the South 2-1. There's a positive, which is what we haven't done last year. But we got to go to Scuba next week.
That's right.
And we got to travel to East Mississippi, back on the road to try to pick up a victory there. And we all know East Mississippi is not an easy team, and that's your first test in the North. And with us unable to do anything on offense in the second half tonight, it's just going to make, again, we got a week to prepare. So there's no reason to jump to conclusions. They got to get past this.
They do.
They've got to get past this and put a game plan together.
And they got to be emotionally get past it, and they got to stay together. Offense and defense can't point at each other. You didn't do this. You didn't. Got to stay together as a team. Coaches got to stay together. Got a tough week to coach this week, playing Scuba there. But hey, we can do it. We just hope we put it together.
I agree. Our defense can play with
anybody.
There's no doubt in my mind. And so it's just a matter of putting this behind us. It's one of those games, putting it behind us, preparing for next week, having a tough week, having a few, tough calls here that we've got to, this is some things we've got to talk about after tonight, and then we're done. We're moving past it. This isn't going to happen again. And let's go to Scuba and win a football game.
That's right.
Well, guys, let's talk about those stats you were just talking about. Interceptions. Each team had 2 interceptions on the night. Penalty-wise, East Central, of course, these stats unofficial. East Central, 12 penalties for 113 yards. ICC, 5 penalties for 63. Fumbles, East Central had 7. They lost 6. ICC had 3. They lost 2. ICC, man, it's just a tough night to look at these stats. ICC, 72 plays for 206 yards, 118 passing, and then 88 rushing for East Central, 55 plays, 220 yards, 131 yards passing, and 89 yards rushing. At the end of the night, we didn't take care of business and didn't get it done. Individual stats on the evening: Ty Davis was 9 of 21 passing for 110 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Tavion Falk, 1 of 6 passing for 8 yards. Of course, these stats, as I said, not official. They're still kind of catching up on stats there on that one. And then, let's see, just looking on the way for East Central individually. Again, their quarterbacks, they do a good job of rotating those guys in and out there. It was Landon Sims, 6 of 18, 79 yards. Chris Tucker, 3 of 6 for 52. And then Arrington and Legion combined for 66 yards rushing, 34 for Arrington and 32 for Legion on the play there as well. So, yeah.
Now, you said, Adam, you said 12 penalties, East Central.
113 yards.
113 yards.
5 for us.
Over the length of driving the field. And then turnovers, you said, for East.
For East, they had 8. They 6 fumbles, 2 interceptions. We had 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions.
So we're plus 4 on the turnovers.
So,
yep.
And plus 60 yards on penalties. You got to find a way to win the game. You're at 4 on turnovers and 60 yards penalties. You got to win the football game.
I mean, that's. I mean, I'm telling you, that coaching staff, they're not going to sleep well. Coach Macon will not sleep well tonight. I can tell you that at all. He is not happy. I don't blame him one bit. And it's tough. It is tough. They're having to swallow it, but man, that is so tough because it's so odd. The first half, Mr. Ingham. Were we just blowing it out of the water on offense? No. But we were connecting. We were connecting. And getting yardage. And we did. We drove down the field and scored a touchdown. We had a touchdown with Chris Reed right down here. Couldn't get the extra point. Again, that was bad weather. I get it. Second half, where are we?
We played better in the bad weather. I mean, you look at it, I mean, the weather kind of helped us.
Yeah.
I mean, not talking about the fumble-wise, but offensively, the weather surged us on for some reason. So, tough pill to swallow there in that second half, but you do got to credit East Central.
We talked about them a lot of credit.
Talk about them being a second-half football team. They proved that to be true tonight as they pick up the 20-9 win. Guys, we talked about you got to put this – somehow you got to put this one behind you. I don't know how you put this one behind you, but somehow you got to put this one behind you because things don't get easy next week.
No,
we go on the road to take on East Mississippi. Of course, they'll play on Saturday due to their game getting moved, so we'll get a chance to see them play. I mean, if anything, if East Mississippi saw us tonight, they didn't see a whole lot of offense. So they may not know a lot going into next week as well. So, guys, I'm going to put this out there. I don't know if we really have any, but any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's again, in my opinion, it's recognizing what happened. We've got to recognize it. You got to face it. You got to discuss it, whatever, at this one point. Probably take tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and I'm sure he's going to send them home maybe on Friday, I would think, at this point.
I send them home now.
Yeah, but discuss it, go over it. You know, I would almost think that Coach Makin's probably and his coaching staff is going to be up looking at game film all night tonight. I wouldn't put it past them. But you've got to address it, address the elephant in the room, what happened, to keep it from happening again. But then next day, we're moving on. We've got to prepare for East Mississippi, and we got to get past this, and we got to do what we can to not let something like this happen again. And so ICC, yeah, they're 2-1 right now. Guess
right.
what? East Mississippi's 1-1.
Right.
You know, they're 1-1 right now, and they got their third game Saturday. So they got a tough opponent in Northwest. That's their first North Division opponent. So, again, there's positives to look at here on this. No, right now it's hard to see the positives.
It is.
But you got to get past it, because if not, if we carry this with us all next week and trying to prepare for an East Mississippi squad, it ain't going to get any better, Mr. Ingram.
No, it won't. And two things I say. Number one, give East Mississippi a lot of credit. East Central a lot of credit
East
tonight.
Central deserves it.
They deserve to win the game. Had a lot of things go against them. And we're still playing winning football on defense.
Absolutely.
We're playing winning football on defense. We've got to start playing better offensively. Like you said, got to wash it. Got to get rid of it. You got to get ready for your toughest game of the year coming up next week.
And no doubt.
Real quick before I let you go, we'll give you some scores throughout the league. Colin picks up a 48-0 win over Hines. Gulf Coast is up on Jones with 20. They're up on Jones 27-20. That was a minute left in the game. Holmes defeats Kahoma 42-23. Pearl River defeats Southwest 27-17. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. ICC drops a disappointing 20-9 decision to East Central to fall to 2-1 on the year, as we mentioned, back on the road Thursday at East Mississippi. You can join us here on Let'sGoICCTV.com as well as Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. That's going to do it. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. And as always, Roll Tribe.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.